What's up, motherfuckers? It's your boy Comics on the Edge. Welcome back to the low grade.
Boom.
There you go. That's right. We are back. Thank you everyone for joining us. We have a cool show today. Hopefully, later on, but later on, we're going to have a guest.
So it's not going to be cool now. So
yeah. Not right now, especially with you guys. No, just kidding.
You're going to make it sound like it's not cool because James isn't here. And then he's going to take that to mean that you really like him that much.
No, he knows me better than that, Rob.
I think he
Come
does,
on.
though, secretly. I think he wanted it to seem that way.
That's what I'm hearing.
No, James knows where he stands. So, also speaking of James, he's going to be either super late today or not at all. So,
or it's no stocky.
Or I don't know if you guys want to take like bets or anything on this, but I'm leaning more toward. We were talking about it backstage, me and Rob, while we were waiting for Sabrina.
Beauty takes time, apologies.
Oh, okay. Well, you need more time then. We'll give you that.
There's not enough time in the world. Okay.
No, but yeah. So he said that he's gonna be either super late or not at all. I kind of think just the schedule rundown that he gave me, I don't think he's gonna show up, but we'll see. Anything can happen.
With his track record, I'm gonna go with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we move on, and I got two of my favorite guests here. We got Sabrina here, Coffee Monster. How you doing today?
Good. I'm excited to be here.
It's been a while, huh?
Super excited. You see all that energy?
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. It's been a minute. I know you're busy and stuff, and I mean, so are we, but we don't use that as an excuse.
Do you ever hear me say that as an excuse? I just chose not to be here.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a fan. I was being a fangirl last time.
Yeah, you were in the chat, so that's that still counts.
And you guys needed an audience, clearly,
Yeah. Oh man, all these jabs. It's all good.
No. In the best of ways. The best of ways.
Yeah. Okay. But also we got Rob's Fat Stacks here in the house. How you doing today, Rob?
I'm insulted to be called a guest at this point. I think I've made it more consecutive appearances than either you or James.
You have actually. Yeah. Right. Probably combined too, if that makes any sense.
Don't you have to eat a pickleback or drink a pickleback or whatever? What's that thing you guys do?
It's cream pie pickles.
Oh, there you go.
Pickle juice.
Don't you have to do something like that to be a member, Stacks?
Yeah.
I have no idea, and I don't give a damn.
Okay.
Would you try it though?
Hell no.
Yeah, it's not good. I mean,
I'm not a fan. I mean, I like pickles, but I'm not going to drink pickle juice.
You wouldn't do that for the low grade? Wow.
I don't know if you know this, Sabrina. I'm kind of a big deal around here.
Oh, here we go. You know me. It takes a little bit more to impress me, okay?
I need a few more subs.
You're getting around. Yeah, you're getting there though.
Yeah.
Come back when I got 5 figures, right?
Yeah. No, but it's always good to have consistent guests show up. I mean, it makes it easier.
Now, less of a guest and more of a the also
guy who won't leave.
And
no,
also,
your TV show, you get the guys and also or featuring.
So how does it go, Rob? Does it go the low grades and also Rob's Fat Stacks, or Rob's Fat Stacks and also low grades?
And the low grades.
No. Low grades gets top billing. It's their show.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Nice.
So it's the low grades featuring Stacks.
Yeah.
I would say no. Let's go with an and. I think the featuring is too much, to be honest. I don't
Yeah.
run anything, and I'm always last on a lot of stuff. So I think is the
Yeah.
right
There you
terminology
go.
here.
Low grade
Yeah.
and stacks.
So with
Yeah.
the old club, we used to do feature no we used to call it like the low grade takeover or some shit like that, which I thought that was fitting, you know. So it was for enrollment.
If I did that, it'd come on, it'd be on time, precision clockwork.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys could do. Yeah, that's when they when you like host somebody else's show or whatever.
We'll just call it the
or
high
page.
grades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To take
But you know,
too.
takeovers take time though. You know, you can't always just show up on time. You know, sometimes you gotta dot your I's and cross your T's before you do a takeover. I don't know if you've ever done a takeover, Rob, but it's pretty
Maybe
cool.
Only
he's that
hostile,
good.
only
Maybe you
hostile,
could just
only
take
hostile
without all
takeovers.
that.
The
Yeah.
hostile
No,
takeover.
I've woken up at 4:30 in the morning at times, and Mark's not there. But
Uh-huh.
apparently, then sometimes, like this morning, he woke up this morning and I wasn't there right at the start.
Ooh.
So you know,
Look at
yeah,
that.
my alarms didn't go off. So I was
Oh,
sitting in
no.
my recliner. I looked at my clock at one point. It was like 3:15 in the morning, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I got another 45 minutes or so before I need to get up." Next thing I know, it was 4:45, and I'm like, "Oh, well, that something went wrong."
Well, have you guys ever just both woken up late?
No,
No, I
no.
mean,
There's always been at least
That's
one of us
good.
there.
you guys, and it's just you and him, right? Or is there somebody
Well,
else?
we invite. Well, when we get on there, we send the link out to his channel members and my channel members.
Yeah, I see
Uh,
that. Yeah,
Yeah, so we
but
invite
as far
them.
as like admin
Another-
controls, though, I know you have
Oh yeah,
admin
no, it's
controls,
just
right?
no. Yeah, I do. It's just the two of us.
Yeah, see, I mean that's
He doesn't have more. Whereas like my channel, I actually have like 3 other people who have admin controls on my channel.
oh nice. We are not one of them, so that's cool.
Well, it comes in handy at Comics Curing Cancer time, but
True. All right. Speaking of that, you're getting ready for Heroes Con, huh?
baby, it's just less than a week away. I fly out on Wednesday to get to Charlotte, and I was just going through making sure I have all my sketch covers for the various commissions, because I got 8 commissions lined up so far. And
Damn, dude.
then I got I got 1 or 2 books I'm bringing to get signed, and then the rest is just okay. I need to make a time to go over to the bank, get some cash, and
Withdraw your entire savings.
no. But I know what I plan to spend, and so I need to go acquire the budget, so that way I can maximize my deals with the old casharoo.
Now, I believe that my boy Adam Hughes is going to be there again
He
this
is.
year, right? Nice. Hell yeah.
I had him sign a book for me last year. I signed my my
Oh,
Harley
you just so
Quinn.
happen to have it on
No.
hand. Look at that. It's like we planned on talking about this.
Well, no, I keep this one
just
nearby
had
me
one of those
because
covers.
every time there's a show
yeah.
that I'm going to, I'm always consulting the artist list to see if they're going to be there, so I can get them added to my book.
So is that book able to be completed? I mean, are all those artists still alive?
The ones
It's a fairly
that
new book.
the ones that I don't have, I believe so.
Okay. Nice.
The hardest one to get, if you didn't have it now, the hardest 2, I should say, are Jim Lee, because he doesn't do a lot of appearances, and Bruce Timm, who's supposedly
Oh, man.
retired from doing appearances,
Yeah, but he does do like private,
like once a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I got his there, and
Yeah.
Stephen Rue, who lives in France. So
Mm.
I got last year. I was able to get him. He comes to Heroes Con every year too. So then I also have Scott Williams and Alex Sinclair on here too, who also worked on the book but aren't named on the list down the side.
Wow.
So
yeah, because Jim Lee's there, right?
yeah, Jim
yeah.
Lee doesn't do all his own work. You know, he lays down the pencils and then walks away, and then you got like two more guys come in to finish his work for him.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man.
I mean, it's a great gig if you can get it.
Yeah. You mentioned Bruce Timm, and it's crazy because last week or earlier this week, he dropped I think it was on Sunday. He dropped the Red Sonia cover that
Oh,
he
I
did.
saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, I love. Yeah,
I almost wanted to buy a Red Sonia.
I know. So I love Bruce Timm's artwork. It's so cartoony and just so
There's just something
clean.
about it. It's so obviously not human-esque, but it's got a classic kind of pinup cartoony
Yeah.
style to it that it's like you're all, I don't know, there's something about it just goes, yeah, that's just amazingly cool.
Yeah, but you know, although I I love the old stuff and the new stuff, I prefer the old stuff, man, because you know, it just has a certain vibe to it. The new stuff is cool, but I feel like uh some of the aspects are just so accentuated, and it's just like very like, not, I'm not saying he draws like J. Scott Campbell, but like the proportions are, you know, very exaggerated like J. Scott Campbell, if that makes any sense.
To a degree. I mean, he has a style definitely that's very consistent throughout all the females forms that he draws. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Also, the coloring, I don't know if he does the colors, but the recent ones look more like pastel,
Pastel.
whatever.
I liked how you said it.
I thought I couldn't tell if he was going to tell me
Pastel.
colors, or if he was going to go programming. Oh,
Yeah,
he programs in Pascal.
I was thinking
right?
like some sort of like dessert, like
Yeah,
Yeah,
I said
no,
it in
I got
Spanish. That's
pastels.
why.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't
yeah.
catch it.
No habla español, solamente
Yeah.
inglés, por favor.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like you know, the colors aren't as vibrant as the older style.
He does I think typically have a muted palette.
Yeah,
Is what
yeah.
is how I would describe it. You know, not necessarily pastel. I almost screwed it up now. Thanks a lot. But
That's gonna live in your head forever now.
yeah, I'm all Pasquale. What? the but I would definitely
It
call
was
it
like literally adorbs.
a bit of a muted color palette for sure, which
Yeah,
is fine.
yeah.
It suits his work. Kind of gives it a little bit of an aged antique kind of like vibe to it.
Yeah. Cool. Let's go through the chat real quick before it gets out of hand. Since James is not here, it's like, you know, more work
You
for
gotta
me.
You got
And there's like a lot more people in the chat.
I can
Yeah.
say I can read if you need. But, I mean,
I don't know. I just know that I was amazing at it, and that's why y'all stopped me having me do it, because y'all just didn't want me to be better than you. But that's fine.
I mean, do you want to like double down, or you're just
Let's
talking
do
shit? All
Let's
right,
do it.
let's go.
today we'll set the over under at 8.5 minutes.
You were right. You were
Like
over.
narrator. Yeah, you were actually, because it was 10. It was 10 after. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds like death and over situation. James needs a stop lagging. It's his favorite football team.
Damn. You always
He's not
got to
even
get
here.
those Raider jabs in.
And
Yeah,
the
right.
over wins.
My brother sent a dick pic. That's cool.
Every
yes,
time.
yes, yeah.
Every time.
And Straight
No.
Edge Rick says, that's for
here.
you, James.
Not here.
What's up, low grades?
Yeah.
Says
People
Rage
just
and
come
Cajun
in just
Comics.
to talk shit, I feel like.
I
you
know. Wait, what?
Left
Oh.
He left you mid-match.
I did.
Oh, shit.
I did. I was like, oh shit. And I just exited.
What game were you playing?
We were on Fortnite with my
Okay.
my middle child is like obsessed with Fortnite. He's actually really, really good.
Oh, really?
Does he
Does he respect Rick's gameplay?
Way better than Rick. Way better. Than
Okay.
Rick. Yeah. He's way better. He's
Lady
like, and he
Fantastic
likes
says-
to fuck with him during the game, which is awesome.
Lady Fantastic says, good evening, dudes and dudettes.
See, I can't believe she's up this late, man. I mean, I saw her earlier this morning on.
Yeah. But she also
Um,
says, stop
Hey.
crying, Rick.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Why is there basketball in the background?
You're so observant.
Was that
Oh,
you,
the
Sabrina?
background- No, the background screen. No.
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
what? I didn't do
The
it.
image.
So
It's so
I,
that way, Rick, it's so you can look at some basketball player behind.
It's Fat Ass Fridays.
yeah,
So-
yeah. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, my post was fire. I mean, I
Dude,
loved that.
no, and I have
Yeah.
something about that later. Just wait.
Okay,
Just wait.
all right.
Just wait.
Bo's swinging by. He's saying,
What's up,
"What's
Bo?
up, all?" He wants to let everybody know. Make sure you check out Only Slabs tomorrow, where Bo's going to be our featured guest that's of course at the great 11:30 a.m. Pacific time slot,
Yeah.
1:30 p.m. where he's at, and 2:30 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, dude.
Exciting.
Those are going to be some bangers. A lot of OA, right? I mean, if I remember correctly.
We'll see what he decides to bring. It's all.
I mean, he's
The
a
show's
fan
already
of,
late. You're
yeah.
already late.
We were on at that time, weren't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we were on before 14 minutes after. Yes.
Oh, don't
Yeah,
encourage him.
let's see. Yo,
Straight up.
okay, everyone's
Yep.
saying what's up to each other. This is
Other.
cool. I like that. People aren't really
Coffee
like,
Monster.
they don't really talk this much when James is around. I don't know if you guys noticed.
When
that,
did you
but-
see how much they, were super enthusiastic
Wait.
on my
Yeah.
name?
Wait
Yeah.
until you get the chat board that ranks people based on their comments, like I've got on mine. It's crazy. Not near mint rings by, says it's Coffee Monster. It's Bobby on the edge, and it's the fattest stacks, Mr. Rob.
Yeah,
There was
that's
supposed
our
to be more
boy,
pizzazz when you said coffee.
Rob Worst right there.
It's Coffee Monster.
There you go. There you go.
Hailing all the way
Uh,
from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Coffee Monster, ladies
There
and
you go.
gentlemen. Is that better?
I would say Sacramento, but
Oh God.
Well, she's not hailing from there now, but from
Right.
parts unknown.
Right.
I felt taken
Felt
over
taken
once.
over. Hey, every night.
oh look, Phil's going to
Can't
Heroes
wait
Con
for
too.
Heroes Con. Yep, yeah, he is.
What's
I
up,
think he's-
Phil?
Phil's bringing with him his little pet Roscoe too. I think.
Ooh, I mean, I feel
Oh.
like he takes that thing everywhere now.
Well, I would. If I
I
had.
I would too. I'm not saying I wouldn't. I just, let's
A
go
pet
next year,
Roscoe?
Robert.
What?
That's right. You guys should go. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So if you were here, what was the last week? No, there's 2 weeks ago. Roscoe was
I was
on the
here.
show.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I was watching.
So
Wait. No, I was here. I was on the show.
Oh,
So
so coffee.
I mean, you know more about this than I do, Rob. Right? I mean, it was for Comics Curing Cancer.
I would. I hope so.
So, our homie K-pop went and threw up what should I even say, Rob? Like, how did it go down? I wasn't.
My pet Roscoe.
Yeah.
Well, so my pet Roscoe was something that I don't even remember how the origin started of it as just like this figure character type thing, but following it kind of went off from like my pet monster became, if you remember, the first was My Buddy and Kid's Sister as in the 80s for those of us that
Yeah.
are old enough to remember that. And then later on there was My Pet Monster.
Yeah.
And then from that was what My Pet Roscoe spawned out of, using Roscoe's cartoon logo and stuff. And I think there was a joke about should actually make it, and K-pop, being the creative individual that she is, said challenge accepted, and she threw up that she would make My Pet Roscoe, and she was doing it on some streams and whatnot, and put it up for auction during Comics Curing Cancer. Phil won it. Paid probably more than anybody's ever paid for a non-Cabbage Patch Kid in their life, and then after he got it, he started bringing around people to get pictured with it, and then I think there was some talk about making it available again at some point, and or K-pop making some new clothes. I don't know. There was something about that. I don't remember all the details, and sometimes I'm fuzzy, and if I say too much, I'll put things out there that may not be true. So let's
go.
leave it
Let's double down, dude. Do it.
the double down. Now there's a great sandwich. Is it a sandwich? There's.
It sounds
the
like
world
it
may
could
never
be.
know. Well, it was the double chicken breast sandwich that had no actual bun. It was just from
Oh,
KFC.
yeah,
It was
you're right.
two
Yeah,
big
yeah.
cheese and ham.
Oh, I remember that
sauce.
thing.
It was
Yeah,
the
I never
double
had
down.
it, but I remember.
Oh,
it.
it was
Yeah.
fabulous.
It's for all those keto
You actually,
people, right?
you can actually still order it. It's on the secret menu
I'm
because
not
they have
into having like chicken on my chicken. You know what I mean?
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
That's too much chicken.
Yeah, it's like I don't want chicken on top of my chicken. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No,
And I
it
love
wasn't.
me some
It was
bread.
separate. It was separated by a
Some
sauce,
buns.
some cheese, and a slice of ham.
Yeah, no. Ew, wait, so there's more meat? No.
Yes,
No.
because bun is neither meat nor cheese.
No. I like bun. I like buns.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like to have something on top. You know what I mean? Something to grab onto.
Yeah. So with the whole My Pet
Oh yeah,
Roscoe
yeah. So
situation,
they said Phil said, I'm reading ahead. Phil said that My
Oh.
Pet Roscoe will become available again at the October C3 auction.
Oh,
Oh, and
This
there's
is-
an episode that talks
yeah,
about it.
very
Yeah.
cool.
look at that. $265 worth every penny. You know,
Hi,
the
Sheena.
the whole thing with that is I don't think people realize I don't think that was her first puppet that she built.
No.
Yeah, and I don't think a lot of people that knew her knew that she did stuff like that. You know, she's so
Yeah,
creative, and it didn't really surprise me.
she
But
actually disgusts me. She's so creative. It's really
yeah,
disturbing.
it is very disgusting. We got Sheena in the house. OA for
Sheena?
sure. Let's see. No, Roscoe shouldn't travel.
Mm.
Aw.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
see.
So My Pet Roscoe's not coming to Heroes Con then. Okay.
Oh, okay. But
Because I know the real Roscoe is
Yeah. Build
based
a
on
bear
the Build-A-Bear
pattern.
pattern. Nice.
I love
Nice.
Build-A-Bear. It's so cute.
I've
It
done
was
it
a
a
great
couple
place
times.
to take kids
I've done
for
it a few
parties
times, yeah.
and stuff.
I
For
love
some
taking my
reason.
kids. Sometimes I
Yeah.
feel like taking my boys is like more taking me, but I don't know, they loved it. You know. So
Well, I was like, you know, when they released the Gwenpool one, I was like, I kind of got to get that, but I didn't. I held back.
I did, yeah. I wanted to, but I stopped doing that because they started coming out with all kinds of stuff. That's how they get you to go.
They
Build
sell
a hoe.
they got the Build-A-Hoe at Home Depot. You get to pick out which handle you want. What
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking about a different hoe.
I know you
Yeah.
were, and and he was too, but I intentionally flipped the script.
Rick's kind of square. He's probably thinking about the same hoe as you.
There you
All right. Well, we're gonna start off at a bad note. I got something to show you guys real quick. Yeah, right before the show, and this is particularly why I was a little bit late or didn't start the show in time, because I was at the grocery store and they have Starbucks there. So I grabbed. Look at this. This is my drink.
What is that? Why is it not in the ice cup?
Why is it in this cardboard?
What is that thing? It's like a spaceship.
Yeah, I mean, this is, you know, I live in California, obviously, and they're always looking to. Yeah, I'm gonna rant about this because they had signs showing these new cups with the lids on, and I'm thinking
Ew.
like,
so they're not doing the plastic cups anymore.
they're not doing the plastic cups anymore, and so
Just
I
little
I
recyclable.
talked to the girl that was making my coffee, and I was like what's the response of these cups? I mean, are they a hit? Or I knew they weren't a hit, but she's just like, yeah, I think they're just gonna switch it back to the clear ones. Nobody likes this, and I get it. Like, this is cardboard. I don't know how well.
Wait, it's cardboard?
Yeah,
Well,
it's
it's paper.
not-
So why are they saying that's the new ice cup? I'm so that's not
Yeah.
happening in Vegas.
That's what I'm saying.
Vegas is
I'm sure.
normal right
I'm sure
now.
it's wax lined or something, but
I mean, it looks like cardboard. And then
It
you
looks
have
like
the
the regular
straw
drink
sticking
cup.
out of it. All
isn't it
weird,
just the
right?
regular drink cup? I mean, I don't know.
It looks like a sippy cup.
This is a Trenta too, and it doesn't even look like a Trenta. Like,
That's a Trenta?
yeah, I was like really confused.
That fits
The-
inside a Trenta cup.
But you know, the irony is that they got rid of the cardboard cups, so they're back to the plastic ones, but they changed the entire cup entirely.
I feel like they're wasting more resources right now making those.
Yeah. And you know, Sabrina, you said that you live in normality right now, but
Yeah.
you guys are next.
What?
You know?
No, I will pick it. I will pick it to stores. This is not happening. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, my thing though is I don't know how long cardboard keeps drinks cool.
No, it doesn't, and it also like it. So the liquid doesn't last that long. That's why, because people drink their coffee before it's not hot anymore. You know.
That's gross, Rob.
That is terrible.
That's so gross.
I thought you were
Yeah.
like drinking a warm drink or something. I'm like, ew,
It
what are
is.
you
I know,
hot.
right? With a
It's hot
straw.
Oh, yeah.
It has like a big
Yeah.
ass plastic straw to sticking straight out. Like, how is that cute?
Let's
See, that's
see.
tasty and environmentally sound.
JD says, nope, I had a plastic cup at Disneyland today. You know, it's funny because the girl told me that she just went to Disneyland a few days ago and they're doing all cardboard as well. So
You know what you could do is you could
Ray
just
Jane,
bring
did
your
you bring
own
your own cup?
bring your own tumbler.
yeah, I mean, I don't even. Yeah, they
Bring
did
your
go
own
back to
tumbler?
refilling
That's just, now
that.
you're doing too much because then you got to clean it. You got to remember it. That's you just.
I just give it them dirty. I don't give a
It's-
fuck.
Okay, no. No.
The last time,
It's
the
more
last
flavor.
when I was driving up from WonderCon and I had my Starbucks tumbler, they wouldn't even touch it. Like they would
Yeah.
put like a tray out and had me put it on the tray. Then they like walk it over to somebody who had a glove on. I'm like,
Oh
what
my
do you
god!
think I did? What do you think I did to that thing? Honestly,
I just feel like
mean,
I'm just laughing because then like there's somebody in the back waiting to get to work and they're like waiting 10 minutes while you do this whole fucking thing.
Yeah,
And then you're not gonna want to do that again. So I don't know why we're saying we're saving the earth. Like we need to
and
stop.
I mean, the person at the register who they're not doing food handling anyways. So why do they have to put it not touch the cup? I mean, whatever.
And they have hot water, so they could just sanitize it. But yeah, whatever.
I was there at 10 a.m. and they put my wife's drink and mine in plastic. She just lied to you. LOL. Yeah, she did. She's a fucking liar. And you know what? I'm never going back there again.
She works at Starbucks and she's a liar.
Yeah, it's
Well,
a Starbucks in a
flag.
Vons.
Red flag.
In a
Okay, well
box.
you should have started with that.
I'd like to throw out a
you should have
concept
started with
here.
that.
Maybe, and hear me out on this one. They didn't give you the clear plastic cup because they didn't want you to feel embarrassed by how much fucking white is in that so-called coffee of yours.
But that's
didn't want
the
you to feel
joy, though.
embarrassed. And
Yeah,
so
that's a joy
that
of the
way-
clear cup. Is people look at what I'm drinking, and they're like, "Oh, hey, what are you drinking?" I'm like, "Oh, it's coffee," and they're like, "Oh, it's not." Like,
People love my layers. They love my layers of espresso to more espresso to less espresso to oat
Yeah,
milk.
but he's not doing it. He's
And they're like, "What is that, Sabrina?" That's
I'm a simple
wild.
man, Rob. What do you want me to say?
simple man drinks his coffee black.
And hot, right?
That's right.
A man's man drinks it black. You know what I mean? But not necessarily simple. Man.
Thank you.
It's funny because at work,
I'm not seeing the insult here.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, no, it's a compliment. Yeah, but I'm saying simple man is going to put some milk in it. You know?
Yeah.
No, that's
Vanilla.
work.
Yeah, but they don't know. They don't really think it like that. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
they're
they
gonna
do.
add milk. They're gonna add milk.
Milk.
Yeah,
Add milk to a goddamn fucking coffee.
No, you
What
know,
is
I
it?
feel
lot
like
of-
a lot of
milk.
I feel a lot of people don't get milk like I do because they're lactose intolerant. I don't have to worry about that.
Well,
You
yeah,
know?
but
They
there's
have
other
non-dairy-
alternatives.
Non-dairy
you still don't use
creamers
that
and
much.
shit too, but
Yeah,
it's all doesn't belong in
people
coffee.
like coffee.
I don't
Yeah.
understand. It's like I go to a restaurant, people bring me fucking ketchup, they bring me fucking non-dairy creamers and shit. You know, like I went to IHOP for 18 years with my son every Sunday. Had
Oh.
the same waiter for 15 of those 18 years. And I would order coffee every morning. Matter of fact, he didn't even have to ask, you know, he knew what we wanted. But he still brought out the non-dairy cream or the things of creamer every freaking week. I never did anything with them. Do you know what
I
you
don't
got
I don't
used
think
for?
that he would be able to tell though because it's like they only feel
They don't pay
like-
attention. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like.
No, they're like the individual ones or whatnot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The
So
only
you
thing
just
they got
count them
used
out,
for-
right?
Yeah, the only thing they got you. They got a little bowl with the because they're the liquid ones. So
Yeah.
the only thing that would happen is my son would use them to like play Jenga with or something on the table, always waiting for his food.
Yeah.
Some weird.
Do
shit.
like a little tower.
Yeah, because it is. You know, it was not every kid didn't have cell phones back then.
Yeah.
And iPads.
Yeah.
They still had.
Well, what do you think about restaurants replacing the milk packets with actual tablets?
Milk packets.
Yeah, well, those creamers that you're talking about, you know how they
Oh,
stack. How
I
they
don't
used to
care what
stack
they
them?
do. I don't use them. So
Yeah, but your kid used to play with them. Now they replace them with
my kid's now 24 years old. He's not gonna stack the freaking.
Yeah, but
now has
you
a-
still. I mean, you still go to restaurants
still
where you see like where you pay your check. It's on a tablet, and then you can play games as well, like for $3.
They've got their own phones now. Why do they need the freaking?
Because it's a
cable tablet.
tablet, and it's like, oh, I don't have that game, Dad. Like, I'm gonna.
My kids don't give a shit about it.
No, okay, that's
No.
good. That's good because my kids fall for it every time.
No, we always, the first thing we do is the kids menu. We always play all the shit all over it, draw on
Oh
it,
yeah,
play
yeah.
all that shit. And then if we bring usually Uno, if it's gonna be like we're gonna sit there for a minute and eat, we'll bring Uno or we'll bring the Switch, maybe. But otherwise we're just hanging out, yeah. And doing
We
just
have
old school.
we have a conversation.
Yeah. Well, that's what I meant by hanging. Yeah. But we do the arts that we just scribble on it. You know, there's always tic tac. The kids still get kids menus, so 2 of them.
Yeah, my brother, he can just open them up and drink them like that. I think that's kind of gross. But
That's
him.
disturbing.
Wait,
Yeah.
the cream, the half and half.
Yeah. Yes.
No,
He probably
No, I'm serious.
that
eats
explains
that.
a lot, though. That really explains a lot.
he probably eats a hot dog with ketchup without the hot dog.
I had to think about that for a minute.
Phil says I only go to tablet restaurants exclusively now. Dude, he's highfalutin, man. You know?
There you go.
You're talking about Outback and maybe Chili's. I haven't been to Chili's.
I know you did
in
not
years.
just say Outback.
Outback, yeah, they do have those tablets.
No,
Red
I know,
Robin.
but Outback.
Yeah, actually,
Red
the
Robin's
Outback,
okay.
the Outback I went to the other day didn't have one. Didn't have them.
He says
Otherwise,
he
I
has
would
a
have.
high score to defend. That's awesome.
I was because it would have been nice if they did because we were there's an Outback right across the walkway from the movie theater, and we went to go see the Jay and Silent Bob Dogma re-release,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and we got there like an hour and 15 minutes before the movie to have dinner, and then towards the end it was like, oh, we still got 10 minutes to pay. Okay, we got 5 minutes. And it's like,
Damn.
if I had a tablet thing, I could have paid and cashed out and been gone. Instead, I'm waiting for the. Come on, this is your time to shine.
Yeah, that's why I like to
get your tip. Let's go.
Yeah.
I like to leave
got-
cash tip though, so I don't get taxed. But I will pay on the tablet.
I've done that at times, but you know what? That means I have to have the cash with me. If I didn't have it,
We try to always bring it just because they get it square and they just get it, rather than having to pay on it.
You guys got to excuse me real quick. I'm going to take a drink of my coffee. I don't want you guys to look at me.
I can picture it. It's worse.
So good.
You might as well just do it on cam because the way I'm picturing it is
That's your imagination.
The
That's
way he had
worse.
he was holding it like this.
Just like when you explain the type of hot dog buns you want to invent. The ones with the balls. So when you eat it, it's like 2 hands.
No, when you eat that, your wiggle finger while you're holding your hot dog.
I mean, it's good practice. So.
We got a con question for you, Rob.
Do dealers prefer cash at the con, or they don't care? Well, cash is always king at the con.
Yeah.
It's not the only thing. There are some that will take. All of them at this point take PayPal and they take credit card, but you're not going to get the best deal because they have to pay the percentage. Every once in a while, somebody will also have a personal PayPal account where you could do an F&F, which is fine for me. I'm getting the book right then there. And then a lot of them now will do Zelle. But
I like cash. I prefer the most, but sometimes they charge you when you use card. Like sometimes they don't want to discount it.
Yeah, they're not going to discount it as much, but but it's always cash is always king there for sure.
I do have a life hack for that, Rob. The trick is to negotiate a price prior to telling what kind of payment. So if you do PayPal or something that's going to take away like a percentage, make sure you seal the deal first.
Yeah, well, usually these guys at Heroes, when you're talking before they'll even talk, they'll go, are you paying cash?
Yeah.
Because because they're smart enough now that many at most have learned that this is the way it's going to be here. Do pay networks work? Pay networks. I'm not quite sure what you mean by pay network. So like also sometimes they can't take PayPal. Oh yeah. So the internet at Charlotte is really good. I find I had no but could there? I mean, especially if they're a vendor, there's a separate network rather than there's a public network, and then there's a vendor network that they can subscribe to, and they should be doing that if they're serious about taking cards and stuff. But ultimately, in the last 3 years I've been there hasn't been any real issue with payment cards or PayPal or Zelle or anything.
Also, I don't know. Did JD run the show today? I haven't had time to check.
Oh,
And I was
cash is
at
Yeah,
work.
cash.
Yeah,
Cash is the
earlier.
cheat, so they can cheat the system. Well,
Yeah.
I like to say, I had it same thing happen with my electrician. He gave me a price if I wrote a check or if I paid him cash. And personally, you know what? What he does once I pay him is between he and the government, and it has nothing to do with me. So,
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna harsh anybody's game. Let them do their own thing.
because you know who else isn't paying tax? This guy who's paying cash at the con, and I guarantee you that those books, when they cross the California border, I am not declaring them as having been purchased items.
Imagine that
So
you go to
dangerous.
declare
Voluntary-
fucking
Voluntary
comic books.
declarations. You know what? Well, when they first started doing like online sales and stuff, one of the before states started requiring online retailers to collect internet, California had a voluntary declaration where you were supposed to, because you're supposed to declare stuff that you bought online, you didn't pay tax for it was delivered to you in California. And I would always put like a couple $100 there, just because the amount of tax I was paying was very little, and it just kept. It was like, why is this guy? This guy actually told and volunteered to pay, so we're not going to bug him.
Smart man.
Yeah,
Smart
yeah.
man. Use that body. You won't
Right.
always look good. You know what I mean? So use
Yeah,
it while
there
you
you
can.
go.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Oh,
Sack your
man.
money for when you don't look good anymore. And you can't
I've tried to pay in chickens. How many heads of sheep? Wait,
No, but yeah, definitely. I've always, felt like cash is king, like you said, and
when you can
especially
always
if
tell them
you're-
you have a little less, like, they want 70, and you're like, I got 60.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
don't pull your
Cash,
wad
you know
out.
what I mean?
Don't pull.
Yeah.
Don't, when they say you got cash, don't go pulling it out and counting out. Oh
I
yeah,
know.
I got cash.
Well, yeah, that would
yeah.
be key. Yeah, you got to be a little slick. You got to be a little smooth.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And if you're not,
But-
then yeah, just pay card.
Yeah, I rarely
Dogecoin.
pay card when
I used to have,
when I go to conventions. It's just all cash.
Generally,
Um,
yeah, it's the easiest way to stay on budget as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But there has been once or twice where I've had to.
Yeah,
make an
every once in a
exception.
while.
and also like I feel like that's really been like the deciding factor if I get that deal or not. I'll get like a sick ass deal, and then right when they're just like, okay, are you paying cash or card or whatever, and I'll be like, it's cash. Like it's automatic. Yeah, okay, let's do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I've never
'cause-
been
yeah.
like, there's never been an instance where it's just like, oh, you're paying cash? Nah, card.
no.
Or a lot of times I've seen people where, I mean, Devin, man, he was one of the people that thank you. Devin's so funny because he does not bring cash. And there's been some really good books that he hasn't been able to get because of that.
That's
For example, here we have a guy who sells he's probably one of the more known Jack Kirby autograph seller vendor guy here. And he gets CG, at the time it was CBCS verified, and I mean those books are not cheap. And I know that he doesn't do virtual payments or electronic payments or anything like that, and that just kind of like, I mean, that would kill me because it's just like, dude, I could have had I feel like Jack Kirby's signature would be like one of those top grails of mine, like
Sure.
that's something
I would just go
I've
full
always,
cash at that point. That's wild.
yeah,
There's ATMs
I mean,
everywhere.
yeah,
Yeah, but ATMs have a limit too, depending on what you're paying.
yeah.
Chaos and Comics love it. Did it? People hate
Sheep
it. He
or
walked around
sheep?
with.
Sheep or
Well,
sheep? You know what I mean?
I like before when he's talking about he walked around with his pork bellies all weekend.
Oh.
Nobody would barter with him. How much cash is too much cash to carry?
If you have to ask.
First of all, that depends on you and what you're planning to pick up. Keep in mind, that. So, like, if you're going to pick up a really big book like an ASM one, And depending upon what grade you're hunting for, I mean, if you're looking for like a 0.5 or 1.0, where you're going to be carrying around, where you're talking about $4,000 or $5,000, and that's what you're targeting, that's up to you, your comfort level. But for example, I know,
Should I be your con buddy?
I know a buddy of mine who was picking up an AF-15. So he's bringing, he talked about a 5-figure book that way. He had it, left behind in the hotel safe. And then he came once he struck a deal, he said, okay, I'll be back. They said, I'll let me go get the cash, because I'm not walking around with it on me. Then he went and got it and came back, because the hotel was across the street type of thing. So all depends upon what you're looking to do and everything else, and how you are comfortable.
Yeah, make sure you bring a leash for Heroes Con,
CG. I really only have, aside from a ton of I'm doing my same thing, right? So aside from the fact that I have all these commissions set up I gotta go around and either distribute books, or some of them have already been started, etc. But I have one big book that's on my radar that I will spend that time first looking for that. And if I can find it, the grade I want at the price I want, then that will be most of what I pick up all weekend. If I can't find it, then I revert. I go, okay, that budget's now available for all these other books. And then either way, I'll have a good weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
I always have a good weekend, because I go with money, and I'm like, I'm gonna buy shit, and then I go, I look, I find cool shit, I buy it, and then I'm not like setting myself up for failure, because like I'm really not after anything. I'm just after whatever the fuck I want. I'm going to a con the same weekend as you, actually.
Yeah, that's the thing is, I always just like have a list of the thing. I mean, I was such a rookie, and I build like a list, and it's like, once you step foot in the convention, that all goes out the window, because most of the time those books aren't even available there. And it's just like, you know what, fuck that. I'm not going to spend that time making a list anymore. I'm just going to go. And when the vendors ask me, like, what are you looking for? And I said, I always tell them, I don't know. That kind of stuff just finds me.
Really? I look for the vibe.
Yeah.
Like, I like to go and I feel the vibe. And if the vibe feels good, then I'm going to purchase something there. And then I meet new people, new artists, and I can buy their shit. Or we focus on art.
Yeah, there's always that element. I mean, that's where, like, this year, for example, like the last 2 years, I've gotten tons of commissions while I'm at Heroes Con, because there's over 400 artists, or creators there. And so the opportunities abound ridiculously. But when I'm going out there, right, I'm not going out there to pick up my run filler books. So like when I go to local
you can do that some other time.
Exactly.
I feel like conventions are more for like the keys.
Well, when I go to a convention, though, like I go to a local comic book show or convention, I'll have a list with me that has, like, okay, here's all the runs I'm working on and the books I need that I can look at when I'm digging through bins.
That's
but
adorable.
There, when I'm going back east and traveling like that, I'm not coming back with a short box full of books. Instead, I'm picking up a couple big books. So those are pretty well known to me at this point. I have a list of about like 7 or 8 books, and for the most part, they're all ones that are they're the ones that I expect to be readily available. They're like, I should have no problem finding a Hulk 181. I have no problem finding a Thor 4. These are books that are not hard to find necessarily, or Silver Surfer 4 rather. So it's just finding the grade that I want at the price that I want to pay. But I will always keep myself open. There's always those things that I do find while you're looking for those that I come home with some beautiful bubble helmet sci-fi books that speak to me, and I go, oh yes, come to daddy. Right?
And those are the more fun purchases. No, that's why I'm like, to me, it just sounds like
a little both.
I love that you do it, but like to me, it just sounds like a drag, dude. Like,
oh no, but it's how I want to do it, right?
Right.
Because there are certain keys I want to pick up, and I don't want to. If I don't do it that way at the con, then the only other options really are, because my LCS doesn't do big books like that. So if I don't do that, then I'm basically having to go on eBay. That's
no, I don't shop online. I just like finding stuff out in the wild. Yeah, I just like finding.
Yeah, see, I'm not because I don't. This is going out in the wild for me. Is going to a con, right? So
Yeah.
I
Going
love
back
That's how
to
I
Phil saying I'll
Yep.
keep it in a clear bag
Clear bag.
just to be
Yeah.
safe.
Strap it
But
to your back.
yeah,
So we're
in a
gonna be
clear
new
bag.
con buddies.
I was actually gonna give him a better idea. When he finds the book that he wants, pay for it in full and tell him that you'll come back to pick it up later. That you don't want to carry it around. So
And just
yeah,
leave your name as Robert,
yeah. JD always finds something. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. That's why I like digging with this guy.
Plans don't
You know,
always happen. I mean, sometimes things go, I go into with a plan, and it doesn't mean I'm not adaptable.
yeah,
It was the first year we went there. I didn't, I had again, like a list of certain books I was targeting, but I ended up
yeah,
coming home with a GSX1 and an ASM 129 that were not on my list.
yeah,
They weren't on my
Wild.
radar.
You're a
The
wild
price,
animal.
but the prices, and I found a book at the price that was just like, well, okay, then I guess
yeah.
I'll pick that up.
Yeah, for me it was at WonderCon. It was Sergeant Fury 1, man. I've
Yeah.
been wanting that book for a long time, and once I stopped thinking about it, that's when it came to me. You know, sometimes I don't find things; they just come to me, and I'm fine with that. I think that's better. Because
That
you might see
Everything
something
happens.
you never thought you could acquire, and it's just the right place, right time, right vendor type of situation.
there are currently 4 books on my wall that from my first year at Heroes Con. The Avengers 1, Avengers 4, the Captain America 117, and the GSX 1, all from my first year at Heroes Con. Those were all the same trip. It was
Yeah.
plus there's an ASM 129 that's in the garage, and a couple other books that I picked up while I was there. It was crazy.
That makes sense on why you keep going back. You're chasing
Yeah.
that dragon.
Next
Rob.
year, then the next year was first Justice
Yeah,
League, Raven
yeah.
128, and a couple
Every
other
year
books.
it's just going to get tougher. I mean, you're chasing that high, bro.
That's why this year it's Hulk. I'm finally deciding. Well, after saying that I didn't need the GSX1 and how having it, and after for years saying I didn't need a Hulk 181. Well, now I'm sitting there going, you know what? It is like the biggest Bronze Age key that I don't have at this point. So if I'm going to call myself a key collector, I guess I need to acquire one. So that's this year's big book to hunt is the Hulk 181.
I'm sure there'll be plenty.
There'll be plenty. Absolutely. It's just a question of whether or not I'll find one at the grade I want at the price I'm willing to pay.
Yeah. All right, cool. I love talking about cons, especially like to people that aren't well versed in, doing conventions and stuff.
Yeah. Then the following week, I'll go to Berkeley Comic Show, go hang out with our man, Comic Whip.
Oh yeah, Brian, hell yeah, dude. But
We'll see if I have any money left.
I know, right? Then he doesn't want to talk to you. But what I do know is that everyone has a certain way they do their own thing. I feel like me and JD are kind of like close to like conning the same, but we still have our a difference of how we do it. You, Rob, I feel like it's easy for you because like I'm more about the hunt. I'm more about digging. I'm more about like finding keys and stuff like that. We're so different because it's all about OA, and I feel like that's a little bit.
It is, but
like,
it isn't.
What do you mean?
It's a well, when I go to a con nowadays, I will admit that I do line up several commissions and stuff, but
Yeah.
Typically on them, but it's really still less than half the books I pick up. It's a fraction of the books. I mean, typically,
Yeah.
it depends on the con, who's going to be there. And, honestly, I mean, it's just a different high now, right? Instead of like, can I go get this piece, or especially like finding some of the pre-made ones or the really fun ones from some of these up and coming artists that they have pre-made books that are done that you can pick up for $75 to $100.
Yeah, and they're cheaper, huh?
Custom art. I mean, that's why I picked up a Joe Stanton Joker cover. Joe Stanton's a legend.
Mhm.
And I got a book from him for $100 because he had one that was all pre-done sitting on his table a couple years ago. And I was yoinks. you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I have fun with that. It's a new kind of thing, but I limit it to sketch covers, which
Yeah.
kind of which fortunately now more and more artists are willing to do. For a while, it was like, oh no, they only wanted to do 11 by 17s or 9 by 12s or whatever. But now it's fairly prevalent. So
Yeah. But
I'm still
like
hunting.
what I'm saying though is like if you don't find any keys that you're looking for, anything
Oh,
like that,
no.
you can always go
Flip the
the
script.
OA
Yeah.
route. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have a very, like you saw at WonderCon, I had a very set pattern, right? So Friday was, I'm here to get all my commissions set up, anything that it wasn't already done, prearranged, and get all my signatures, right? And then it was start to get the lay of land.
Yeah.
It was okay. Now Saturday was okay, let's go dig for me. So that's typically I like to go try to hit up as many of those artists as I can on Friday. When I go to Heroes, it's similar thing where Friday morning when I get there, one of the first things I'll do once the con opens is go, if I haven't already, dropped off books with some of these artists. Now some of them I'll get to drop off on Thursday because I'll be setting up and they'll be setting up, but I have to spot them because they're usually not there very long.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. It's the first thing I'll usually try to go hit those before the crowds come, because I don't want to go standing in line for any of that stuff. Then I'll take the time on Friday also, like I said, to hunt for my big book, because that will determine if I don't pick up that big book that day, whether or not I'm picking up other stuff throughout the rest of the weekend, if I'm picking up my tier 2 books, or whether or not I'm just picking up smaller books,
Yeah.
or not picking up anything. Yeah, local cons, I'm with you, Agent. It's fun to look at some of those keys and some of those things when I go to smaller local cons.
Yeah. There's when I went to Long Beach 1 year, I almost walked out of there with nothing, and it was so disappointing. And I think my saving grace was actually I had missed them the first roundabout, but eventually I made a second trip and I saw him. It was a vendor I knew. And just with that, I mean, it just made everything so much better because he knows my taste, and he was bringing out books that he didn't even have on the table, and I was able to pick out a lot of books that I really wanted. So, but other than that, if I would have left, I mean, there hasn't been a Long Beach one in a while. I don't think, but it was not a good experience for comics, and it was kind of sad because it got taken over by these fucking pop places and card trading card game stuff, and I'm not into that. So yeah, but so I have not been to a failed show yet, but and I hope I don't have to ever. It takes so much like planning. Even if it's for a show, you want to make sure you have enough money, and you want to see like who's gonna be there and what's the plan. What am I gonna do when I get there? And then if it sucks, it's like, have you guys ever been to a shitty show or convention?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ohana Con,
Wow.
which is like, well, so it's like a little. They set up like in the Elks Lodges around here, where they try to, but it's not like. When I first went to one, I thought it was going to be like a comic show, in lines with like the Berkeley Comic Show, where it's just comic vendors and stuff. Because I'm like, oh, it's an Elks Lodge. It's just going to be this little thing. Da, da. But no, instead it was like a pop culture event where there happened to be like three people selling comic books, and most of the rest of it was like the same freaking import toys and trading cards and whatnot. And it's like, oh well, this is lame. Now fortunately I still managed to find one vendor who showed up with a bunch of spectacular Spider-Man books. I picked up some of those, and then was able to work a deal with another booth for a Voltron #1 and the San Diego Comic-Con ash can for Transformers. But nice. I mean, otherwise it was I was like, wow, this is a crap con. Good thing I don't pay more than $5 to walk in the door, but still.
Yeah.
They're probably cheap. Yeah, because we have a lot of local ones, the library ones, warehouses, stores.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I'm
library.
easy. I love them all. I have fun at all of them.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever gone to a comic show or sale that I didn't enjoy.
Yeah. Well, you never been to a shitty one, Sabrina?
No, I mean, I'm sure other people maybe think so, that they're shitty, but for me, like I said, it's just if I find some, and I've always found something. But I also like buying, dollar books and what other people don't think is a key. So, but I
Yeah.
found some of the coolest stuff usually at cons. All of my stuff that I have, which a lot of people sometimes find little treasures in and stuff, or they're like, oh, I didn't even know you had that. All this stuff I get out in the wild. I don't order anything online, so it's all from
Oh.
cons, shops, sales,
I just felt shamed. No, I'm just
yard sales.
Well,
But like you said, everyone does it different, though.
That's
You know,
right.
for me,
There's no wrong
shows
way,
were-
right?
Yeah, for me, the shows
Yeah.
were like meeting people and stuff. Like one of the first cons we went to, we met, Art of Breed, which everyone loves now in the club, right? So before he was not big, and we were getting stuff from him. Tony was getting commissions. I always just bought random prints he did because I loved his work.
Yeah.
But meeting him, he was one of the first people we met at one of the first cons we went to. Now we see him every time we go. There's a couple other people too, stickers, random stuff. And then there's the ones that sell the books. Shimpsons, I think you said you knew them. I love them.
Well, I
Like,
don't know
they-
them, but they're good friends with Gorilla Todd and Gorilla
Yeah,
Todd's
they're
a-
all close. And he's
Yeah.
really cool. He's got great books, but like
Mhm.
with Shimpsons, they always put all their Sabrinas aside for me. So like the front card show that we just had recent, they put a couple books aside. And Sabrina is really hard to find. So if I get a
There's
Sabrina,
your Bobby
I found,
Breed.
love that. Yeah.
Damn, look at
One of
that.
the first ones he ever did, by the way, was for Tonio, though. He broke his cherry on that,
This was
on the
yeah,
Mars attacks.
this was a couple of years ago, 2023.
Yeah, he's been around for a while, yeah. And he's great. And he was, not really hitting a lot of good deal stuff. And then we all started, vibing with him, and but he's also really talented, so it's like you just
Yeah.
find people like that and then you go with it. I get pretty good deal stuff from people at random times too. When we go, like, we'll start chatting with them and then they'll be like, hey, we'll get you all this, we'll do it for this deal. Like that's the kind of stuff I like doing. And then
Nice.
digging, we just like to dig.
Yeah.
Have that stuff up there because it was actually got a show tomorrow where we're featuring some OA art.
Oh, with Bo, right?
No. Well, so after my show, I'm a guest on Triple G Comics
Okay.
in the UK, and he's doing a show with I think Efren, and who's down in Southern California, and then another gentleman. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but anyways, we're
James.
doing a thing. We're doing a thing where it's just OA.
Nice. Yeah. I'm not I'm not much of it, that doesn't really interest me too much yet. I feel like maybe that'll come later when I want more personalized stuff. So what's that? Is that your phone
This
number?
is from our
Oh,
this is from our wall. These are some of the ones that Tonio has.
Oh,
from Art of
nice.
Breed.
nice.
All of our
Yeah.
stuff is hanging, so it's hard. One of them is
Damn,
which one? The can't even see.
that's cool.
But we have like a whole section that's Mars Attacks on the wall, and then like another one with Beetlejuice and Mondo Prince, and so it's more definitely his. Like I'm like you, but I love art though. But yeah, I usually don't go get commission. I like to find something like really cool, and then I buy them. Like
Yeah.
in
So it's funny you say that because this year at WonderCon, I was going through some bins and I saw it was an original sketch, and it was Jessica Rabbit
Oh,
dressed
wow.
as Wonder Woman,
Mm.
and I fucking immediately fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And I asked the guy because there was no signature on it. I was like, "Who did this? Like, this is awesome." And he goes, "Oh, I got it off a collection and this and that. Like, I really don't know." And he only
That's
had
the
it.
worst.
Yeah, and he had it. It was $20, and I was gonna buy it because my wife is a huge Wonder Woman fan,
Mhm.
and we both like Roger Rabbit as well, and
Love Roger Rabbit.
and I was gonna buy it, and this guy talked me out of buying it, which was weird because he goes, I go, I really like the concept. That's a really cool concept. And he's just like, yeah. And I go, then you're only asking $20 for it? And he goes, well, yeah, the line work isn't really like great and this and that. And I started looking at it and I'm seeing what he's seeing. But like, I feel like I should.
Imperfections can be beautiful, and art is not supposed to be cookie cut.
Yeah,
like,
well, that's the thing is when I saw it, like it just appealed to me, and then he pointed out all these flaws, and I'm like, it talked me out of it.
Yeah.
But I'm the same way about music. Like if it sounds good to me, I'm not a musician at all by any means, and if it sounds good to me, I like it. But there's people that
are supposed to be what you interpret. That's the whole point. Like if you look at what art,
there are people, and I feel like most of them are musicians that are like, oh, that bass line is just so easy to do, and I mean it's so simple. Like there's nothing to, and it's just like, dude, it just sounds good to me. Like I like it because it sounds good. So yeah, this dealer kind of and I took a picture of it too.
That's such an artist though. Whoever did that, for just shit on it.
Yeah, and I took a picture and I showed my wife, and she even loved it. And I'm like, "Fuck, I should have just grabbed it." Yeah,
should have saved it from him.
I know.
Rescued it.
It's probably still in the bins right now.
I buy shitty books because I just want to rescue them, or art or something. Like we have a lot of it actually.
Yeah.
A lot of it. And posters. We love posters, but it's like for me, like you, I just randomly find it. I don't know. Tony's coming up with concepts. He's come up with some great commissions and they're awesome. But for me, I like to randomly find it. And if it speaks to me, then I grab it. And if it's a good deal.
I feel like if I ever get like if I get it, I've gotten commissions before, but if I get another one, that's probably going to be like one of my concepts is, hey, can you draw Jessica Rabbit dressed in Wonder Woman? That's dope. Yeah.
You could get her in all different vibes though. That could be a whole thing.
Yeah,
I love that.
Rob's about to pull one out right now.
No, I'm not going to.
I have a couple of Jessica Rabbit posters.
I don't want to go. I don't want to pull out something from the stack, but I have one that was one of those things where you take the twist on. It's a Bill Morrison who did the Simpsons stuff, right? Yeah. And I don't know if you know who Magnus Robot Fighter is from Valiant.
Oh yeah, I've seen that book.
But he was Gold Key before that. So back in the old days, his outfit essentially is Zap Brannigan's outfit that wears the red kind of utility kind of kilty thing with white leather boots type thing. Yeah. And so I had a robot fighter, Magnus Robot Fighter blank, and I had Bill Morrison draw Zap Brannigan in a boxing match with Bender as a robot fighter type thing.
Yeah, so that's cool. See, my ice is already gone. It's gone. Like
that thing just grosses me out every time.
My coffee is still warm because I got my mug warmer right here next to me.
Did you say mug warmer?
Yes.
You need a Yeti.
You put your mug.
You gotta get yourself a Yeti, man.
Keeps the mug at the perfect temperature.
I feel like you're the type that, but you know how like there's those girls. I wish I was one of those girls. I wish I cared enough. But like there's those girls that have the whole fucking like hair suitcase,
Stanley
makeup suitcase.
Oh
I feel like you travel with a whole extra suitcase of just all your little special
Keurig and a single serve. Yeah.
So first of all, I don't use a Keurig.
Oh god.
Like that.
Rob, you need to get yourself a Yeti, man. That you'll be doing yourself a favor.
I have lots of insulated mugs and tumblers and of different brands, including a Yeti. But for my coffee, if I put my coffee in those things, it's too hot right away. I have to wait till I like my coffee at a particular temperature. I'm particular when it comes to it.
You don't want to burn his little lips.
Hence the coffee warmer.
So the coffee warmer keeps it at the perfect temperature throughout the day. Like I said, I drink coffee from like 6 a.m. until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon usually.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that? Your cup's supposed to get cold.
No, that's the great thing is I don't deal with that shit. It's just always perfect.
That's the best. Then you just chug it and you get your next cup.
What? Yeah, Rob, don't you know how to drink coffee, dude?
Come on now.
So on Fridays, I drink coffee like a champ because Fridays it's 14 cups by the time the day's done.
All right, Rob. What happens if you don't drink any coffee in a day? What happens, dude?
Migraine.
I don't know. I've gone days where I've only had like a cup or something like that, but I mean,
no cup.
It's pretty rare. No, It's
None.
I can't imagine why I would do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like it just sounds gross.
Let's say, you ran out of coffee and you don't feel like
And
going
Starbucks
to
is
the store
So
to get coffee because you
I
have
wanna
a
make sure I get
migraine
this.
from not
I want to make
drinking
sure. I
coffee.
want to make sure I get this. So I'm all out of coffee. I didn't plan ahead, me,
Yeah,
to make sure that I had some.
that's your
And didn't
priority,
run
right?
It
He's got
yes.
a whole suitcase full of coffee. What do you mean?
I buy my coffee 6 pounds at a time. When it gets down to the last 2 pounds, I place another order for the remainder for another 6 pounds.
Yeah.
I don't run out. But hypothetically, his roaster broke, he can't roast the beans, whatever else. And then what? My car is now also all my cars are all
You're
broken.
telling me you don't have a French press?
There's no
pour-over?
public transportation.
Yeah, but you have backup coffee. No,
I have to-
you got your
so-
instant. You got
so
your
I-
French press.
So I don't have instant coffee.
Pour over. You don't have any of that for backup.
But if my coffee pot fails, my coffee maker, I do have a Melita that I can
Okay.
pour hot water and
Okay.
make coffee. Plus, I also have a drip machine that works on a camp stove. So if the power goes out and all the stuff, and I also have a backup carafe for my regular coffee maker in case that carafe
But you don't have a
fails.
pour over. The little plastic guy that you could bring camping, you could bring anywhere. You don't need any other
Yeah,
technology.
the Melita, you pour it over. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, I have one of those. Absolutely.
There you
But
go. So then you're
he's saying I ran out of coffee, and I'm trying to figure out what else
and
is
there's
going on.
no Starbucks.
So apparently all my cars have failed, and
No,
suddenly
The buses are not working.
I lost a
Can't
foot
walk?
and can't. Yeah, I've
Mm.
lost a foot apparently as well, and can't walk the half mile to the grocery store. That's there.
Well, at that
And-
point, coffee's the least of your
and-
worries if all that's
and
going on.
Uber and DoorDash have also failed due to I guess something.
End of the
So
world.
and I can't walk. I can't even send the kid next door to go.
You can't talk.
Borrow.
You can't
co-
communicate
talk?
that you want coffee either.
Can he write
Oh,
it?
No.
So I can't sign
Nothing.
anymore either.
No, you're
Is my
you're
kid's-
like
Is my
you're
is
a
my kid's
vegetable.
Sign.
I'm trying to understand though why you want to hurt us, Robert. Though I don't understand why would there be ever a circumstance where there'd be no coffee. I don't like this conversation.
Okay, so we know now that Rob has taken extended measures to not run out of coffee.
Yeah.
That'll never
so-
happen. Apparently.
Now to address Rajan's good, very valid question: do I only drink one type of coffee, or do I try other flavors?
Black.
If I'm at home, I do have one particular brand that I stick with. It's a coffee
What
that I
brand is it?
order.
What brand is it?
It's
Dunkin'
actually not a
Donuts.
brand.
Imagine.
It's the
It's like-
company. It's a it's a coffee farm in Kona area of Hawaii called Paradise Found.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that one.
So
Oh, that's the one
Why-
where the monkey shit it out, right?
no.
No.
So
But it's
so
a
I
pretty good one. Yeah.
yeah, so I order my coffee from Paradise Found Coffee in Hawaii and have it shipped over. Now, that's my preference, but I'm also fine going to IHOP or going to a diner and drinking diner coffee. It's not as good. Don't get me wrong. I fully acknowledge, but
Diner coffee's
I-
good though.
I
fine.
just like coffee. So
Coffee is
Yeah.
coffee, crack is crack.
Yeah.
Got it.
and
Wait,
if
so no
and if I
espresso?
couldn't,
No espresso?
no, I'll drink it on occasion. It's not my
Oh,
preference. And I really dislike Americanos. Those are fake coffee, by the way.
Ew,
Um,
don't even say Americano.
Those are my
Ew.
favorite, actually. So
No, it isn't. No, it
Otherwise,
isn't.
otherwise, if I had to buy like a can of coffee, I'm saying a can. I'm dating myself right there. A container of coffee,
Mm.
because all of a sudden I couldn't get the Paradise Found stuff. My instant rollback would just be flashbacks to my youth, which was U-Ban. As a fan, is when I was growing up as a kid.
wow.
You-ban-
If you were gonna say
I remember those commercials.
Bustelo or fucking was it Nescafe or whatever? Those would be okay.
That's just what I grew up with as in the household all the time. So it would be
I
like
guess.
my
It
instant
was
lack of
cheap.
any until I found something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, back in
mean-
those days, we didn't have fancy coffees. Back then, it was U-Ban, Maxwell House, Taster's Choice, and
Nescafe's always been around.
the
'cause that's what
the
Mexican-
white can that said coffee,
Ew.
and
For from someone's backyard. Yeah.
Yo, we got Inja Binja in the house. What's up, Binja? Good to see you.
Inja?
She's asking where James is at. You know what? I
Well,
don't
the
know.
answer is very
I'm
simple.
sorry, where's James? You see all of us
James.
and you're
I don't even
asking
know who
us-
you're talking about. Who's James?
Well,
Like what?
James actually told us that he was afraid that you might show up today, and that he didn't want to be seen for some strange reason. I'm not sure what the full story is. Maybe you can elaborate for us why he's afraid to be seen by you.
What happened? What'd you
She's
do?
always trying to stab him. That's why. So, that fear is just never ending for him. That's probably the
Like
worst way you
never-ending
could think
story?
of dying. Yeah. All right. You know what? Let's go ahead and get in our weeks. I mean,
we're an hour and 15 minutes in. So much for getting this done before
yeah,
James
it's all
shows
good.
up.
We got a lot of time to kill. So
James, we're stretching it out
I
for
know.
you, brother.
I don't know. I'm stressed out now after thinking about like a world with no coffee. I just don't understand the question. Like,
Yeah.
well,
I don't-
when was the last time you didn't drink coffee in a day, Sabrina?
when I was like 2, I don't know.
True. Fuck.
Dude, I drink espresso and coffee. Like, so yesterday.
Yo, we love seeing you too, Indra. It's good to
Yesterday-
see you.
Oh yeah, always great to see you. Yesterday so today I was trying to take it easy because yesterday I drank my 4-shot espresso because I didn't do 6 in the morning because then I get delivered at work for free this huge iced coffee. And so I'm drinking the huge iced coffee. Then I decided when I went to the gym that I was going to try this new pre-workout. Oh my god.
You woke up
drank
to
it.
somebody giving you CPR, huh?
Bro, like I felt like pins and needles my skin. I was pumping my workout. Like by the time I was doing my workout, I was like, I wonder if this is gonna kick in. You know, I didn't really think it kicked in. And then I'm driving and I'm like, why does my body feel like
Yeah.
this? Like I felt like I had pins and needles in my I felt it for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not drinking that shit again. I'll stick
Well,
with
we noticed that you have a green screen behind you, and you're fresh from rehab. So we're just glad to have you here today. So
you know,
those withdrawals can be a bitch sometimes, huh?
I'm just on that fast recovery, you know.
Yeah. Me personally, I could go a day without drinking coffee. I could go a weekend without drinking coffee.
A weekend or a week?
Yeah, a weekend. I could probably
weekend.
go for a week too. Yeah.
Why? Why'd you want to though?
Yeah, what
Well,
happened?
Well,
you know,
what? In
Who
your
hurt you?
defense, you don't really drink coffee, so it's like I can go a
Oh,
week
no.
without heavy creamer too. You know.
there's
Yeah,
coffee
I
in
could
here.
go
I
without
promise
creamer.
you.
I could go without creamer 100%. Yeah.
Well,
It's on. You do no coffee, we'll do no creamer.
JD's never had coffee, so we're gonna have to tie him down, open his
Really?
mouth, and shove some
Like
coffee in his
ever?
mouth. Yeah.
Why?
He's a virgin.
The nice thing about coffee was even when you're like out in the field
See,
and stuff,
there you go.
what, they'd still put in your rations. There's still coffee.
I don't.
So-
I'm not a slave to coffee like you guys are.
No, I'm
Okay.
not a slave. I just love coffee.
Whoa,
And
yeah,
why would
yeah.
I want to deprime myself?
Yeah,
I really don't like
enjoy
to deprive
drinking it.
myself of anything I want in life. Like it's like my motto. So if
Yeah.
I want something, I'm gonna just get that.
To
you know?
me, coffee is just something to do on my way to work. I love, like, seriously, dude. I was thinking about that when I was staring at this fucking cup that they gave me.
Okay.
I was thinking about this. Like, is your wife flashing your tits again, dude? You need to concentrate on me right here, Rob.
Sorry.
You need to flash him, and then maybe you'll get his attention.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this then, Robert.
What's
Is
up?
there any food or drink that just brings you a lot of joy?
Nachos? Yes.
Ooh, I
Okay.
love fucking nachos, dude.
Those are like my favorite food.
Love
I've-
it.
I
They
don't
have
know, like, when people say like, "Oh, it's pizza," I love hamburgers. To me, it's nachos. I
Yes,
just and,
I
and you
love-
know,
I just say Mexican food because I don't like to limit myself. But yeah, I'm with you.
it's
on
so
that.
funny because like when me and my wife go to like when we scope out a new restaurant or a new place to eat, and if they have nachos on the menu, I'll order it, and that'll determine if I go back or not. Because you laugh, Sabrina, but I feel like
no,
it is
I laugh
so.
because I do that, and everyone always
Okay.
laughs at me because Tony was like, "You're gonna literally go and order nachos." Like,
Yeah,
and I'm like, "Cause dude, they're so fucking good."
they are.
Like, I'll go
And,
to Chili's and literally order the classic
yeah.
nachos, and it's an
Yeah.
appetizer. I'll eat
So-
that as my meal.
So like
I'm that way.
I
with
feel-
wings.
wings are good too. I love wings. But
Yeah, wings.
I feel like it is so hard to fuck up nachos. And if you fuck it up, why am I gonna go back?
People
You
be
know?
fucking it up though. I will say that
Yeah.
though. They do. You think they can't, but they do.
They do. And a lot of times I find out that it's the damn cheese that they use. You
Yeah.
know?
It's
I
been there
lo-
for 2 days.
I know
Or the
exactly.
beans, or when they try to use some fake
Yeah.
ass fucking guacamole. Don't come near my shit.
Yeah,
with
you
fake
know,
guacamole. That'll fuck the whole thing.
I'll go to Taco Bell and I'll order their nachos Bel Grande, and I'll tell them like, hey, yeet that fucking guacamole out because that
Yeah,
shit is
no.
garbage, dude.
No, I
That
think
shit
you're right though.
is so pasty and it looks like
Yeah.
wasabi and tastes like shit.
The beans and cheese are the two things that
Yep.
they're definitely they can screw up, and that's because in the restaurant industry, it's got to be because it's served hot. It's got to be held at 160 degrees or more
Yeah.
in their things. That's the safe food handling. So that tub of beans and that tub of cheese has to be kept at 160 degrees
Yeah.
or higher constantly, and depending upon the restaurant and what their turnover rate is on that food, that especially when you start talking about beans stuff, those could be there for a while.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so that's
Well,
definitely
yeah, but
why
that's why I
you
like the ones that don't just be sitting in a tub though. Like I'm talking about real cheese, like queso, shit, like
nacho
not-
cheese, not nacho
Yeah.
cheese, but real cheese.
No, real like.
Well,
actual,
I mean,
Just sprinkle
well,
the
it
shit
depends on the
on.
place
Yeah.
though. They do both
Yeah.
sometimes, or one or the
I
other.
know, I get it. I'm just
So-
saying is that those are why
but
those two are.
it's like what I said. I do like nacho cheese, but like
Yeah, it's
I
good.
prefer like if they have it with nacho cheese, I'll be like, can I just get shredded cheese instead? Because
It's just better.
yeah, I feel like especially if you go to like a sit down restaurant and they use nacho cheese, I think that's a lazy way to make nachos. I mean,
100%.
I should have my own TV show now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, because you know what? It's super lazy because you can buy a can of nacho cheese for like a big giant gallon of
Yeah, and
nacho
then you
cheese
just
for like
leave it in the
$4.
yeah,
I
on
know,
the stove.
right?
That's
Yeah.
terrible. No,
So-
the
It's easy
best
to-
ones are like the actual, like the Mexican restaurants usually do it the right way. but,
Yeah.
with the actual melting cheese. There's just one that's called like quesararo or something like that with an
Yeah.
ARO at the end. That
Put it
one's
all on
the
there, throw it
best
in the
one.
oven real quick.
Yeah.
Let it-
It's made for melting. It doesn't taste
Yeah.
as good unless you melt it because it's literally made for melting.
And so
Well-
if you take their nachos and a sit down restaurant nacho place like Chili's or TGI Fridays, the Mexican
nacho place.
restaurant is so simple. Like it's
Yeah.
a lot of the good ones are just cheese, ranchero sauce, and like diced tomatoes, wok, and sour cream. That's it. The other ones you'll get fucking nacho cheese, chili beans, onions, fucking tomato, like all this other stuff that
Green
like
onions and white onions. I'm like,
yeah,
why
I
couldn't
mean
you fucking-
it's ridiculous sometimes, but that's also why if you just keep it simple, it could also be great. But yeah, I just that's what determines if I'm gonna go back or not is the way their nachos is. But I prefer the shredded cheese. I just got some nachos yesterday and they came out good. And if like portion size, if I'm not able to finish it, you did good.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
because there are times where you go places and it's like, like tiny portions. It's like, yeah, dude. I mean, it's not good.
Or
But-
it's all chips with no toppings. That's the worst. And I hate
Oh
that
yeah,
shit.
or you
Like,
run
I
out
don't
of
get that.
of shit to like eat it with. Yeah.
And then
for
you just got
sure.
like a whole bucket of plain chips and you're like, cool.
Yeah, exactly. Can I get this
Love
to
it.
go?
Right. And you're
Sabrina,
like,
how
can you
was your
throw in
week?
some extra cheese? And they're like, oh, that's a double charge.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah. All right, let's go with your week. What's up?
Oh,
JD really wants to know.
it's been a wild wind of turn of events, but I'll catch you guys up eventually. For now, I'm waiting until everything falls in place, but I'm still moving around career wise and stuff. So I won't be at this current gig for much longer. Thank God.
Oh wow, that was a quick stint, huh?
Yeah, I'm not. I decided I don't want to. So it's funny to me. So a couple things happened. I've been there for now 3 weeks, and it was like this whole thing.
That
'Cause
seems like
obviously a whole
longer. I don't know
industry-
why. That's
I know it
crazy.
feels like forever, but it hasn't been. And
Incidentally,
there's
it
this
was
whole
3
thing
weeks
with
since
like
she
it
was
being
last
a
on.
whole new. Yeah, that's true. It's been it's been a whole new learning curve or whatever. So I didn't expect to catch on to everything so quickly. And they said that they do probation for a very long time. They're like,
Oh,
the
wow.
first 6 months or so, whatever. 2 weeks, a
Wow.
weekend,
Normally it's
2
like
weeks
3 weeks or three
3
months.
months. Yeah. So in this case, it's because they had such a high turnaround. Like they can't find somebody who can actually do it well enough on their own.
Now you see why, right?
Well, no, within 2 weeks, they're like, yeah, you're good. You're not, or actually, maybe it's the first week, to be honest. It did go by. It felt like forever. So first or second week, they're like, yeah, you're good. Like, you're good to go. Then they're giving me, like, I'm taking the company card and taking care of shit. They're
Wait,
giving
what
me a
does that mean?
key.
You're good to go? Like you're
They're
full
just like, you're
time?
off training wheels.
Oh,
No, everything's staying the same structure wise, but they're like, no more, you're good. Like, you're on your
no more
own. You got to
probation?
report to us. No more probation.
Oh, cool. Nice.
And then
Congrats.
I guess, I mean, it's, it's either here or there because I'm not staying. But then it's
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
then a week later it was, oh, by the way, we're going to promote you. We're going to give you a couple bucks raise after your next paycheck.
Nice.
And I'm like, okay,
You're
like whatever.
But I'm leaving.
Well, they don't know this, right? So
Oh,
I get it, but it's just people like just like get their talons on, and then it's like, oh, we want to start using a CRM, and we want to get everything from traditional, because they're a traditional real estate industry, and they want to go, lo and behold, tech. So maybe they saw that in my resume and thought, oh, we'll use her or something. So now that they want me doing all these, and I'm like, no, just no, I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this again. I'm not building a company again for somebody else and then be screwed at the end of it. So I'm like, no. So luckily I had already foreseen all this and decided what I want to do, because I'm putting the family first right now. Like we already talked about, they come first. So I'm not worried about a job in that way where I'm going to build it for someone else. Instead, I'm just going to focus on a career that I can see the ladder for, something that's already established. So an industry that's already there. So that's what I'm working on now. But it's funny to me because I'm only there for not that long. It's like, oh, we want to start putting everything to a CRM. We want to build it out. We want to know what's the most cost efficient. We need to be able to manage, rent roll, counting, bill pay, statements, the P&L for the whole business, right? But then also they have like all these LLCs underneath, all these businesses and corporations they run. So like, oh, we have to map out all that too. And then they have like 4 rooms of just files and paperwork. Oh, we have to somehow get all this paperwork filed, and then all these profiles that I create for them on a daily basis are like, oh, and we want all those profiles to be created automatically where people can view them, but it has to be viewable in the way that all their bosses want it, which are all old. It's like, it's just too much. And I'm just sitting here like, right off the bat, I'm like, oh, this. I'm answering every little, and I'm like, stop it. Like, just stop talking, So finally I was like, nope. So I just went quiet. I went quiet this last week because I'm like, no, I'm just going to sit there.
It's beyond the scope of my role.
Exactly. And that's what I'm trying to focus on. And they're already getting me. So I'm like, no.
But the thing is they threw a couple bucks at her and they feel justified now.
It's fine. Then I'll do that job. But if you want this, then you come with the equipment.
But Sabrina's made it known that's not what it's about. It's about like her having balance in life,
Yeah.
That may be well true, but at the same time, you're more receptive and willing maybe to give them a few more weeks or something, at least if they come correct and go, hey, this is what we really need. You have this experience. Let's be real about what the compensation.
Exactly. But it isn't. It's like a shady way. It's like, well, we want this, and it's just grasping at me. And again,
I'm like $dollars and they go try to get that. Try to get a lot out of you for nothing versus paying market rate for somebody that's going to be able to actually lead something like that.
Well, it's rare that they can find somebody who matches their resumes nowadays, right? So like when they bring me in and they first see me, and it's funny, I see it play out every single time. It's like, oh, this is who this resume is. Then they start talking to me, and then it's like, whoa. And then they're like, okay, wow. Because I know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I know what I'm talking about, and I know what I'm doing. I just don't come across as knowing ahead of time because I don't have anything to prove to anyone. When you get that opportunity to then learn that from me, then you see it. So they realized what they got after they got it, and they were real stoked about it. But the mistake they made was not, like you said, not coming to me. One, be direct, because I'm very direct and I'm very transparent on how I feel and how I see things. And yes, there's a million ways. The first day I was there, 10 things I could have dialed back from them. I literally could eliminate 2 they only have 5 employees there. I could eliminate 2 of them easily. I could replace all 5 of them probably. You know what I mean? But like, that's not what I want to do anymore. That's not what I'm after. And I'm not, the shark mentality is out of me. I literally am like, she said,
that's not what I do I want to do anymore. Like she's done that before.
But maybe you
No,
can just
I
manage
was.
them.
I did what I
You
did.
can.
I
I'll
was
take
very,
these 5 people.
yeah.
I'll
I was
manage them
very
and tell
young
them
when I
what to
started
do.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to climb that ladder, and I was about that life if I needed to be. But I always looked out for everybody though, and I was real. And then I advocated for everybody though, and especially my team. But if you're not
Yeah.
on my team, yeah, it was real ugly for you. And I'm not just saying that. And that's why I was
I
so
get
good
it.
at what I did.
Yeah.
And that's why I could be great for these. But I don't want to do. I want to do that for something that's already structured, and run like a location or like a central area for someone that's already established, where I don't have to go establish them and then take care of them. Like that's all I've done is just build other people's companies pretty much my whole life. That's all
Yeah.
I've done career wise. And I have this great resume to show for it. And I made this killer figure that 3% female, 6% of my age made. Like I don't take that. Like I was very humbled when I lost it, obviously, but I don't take that for granted. I love the fact that that was me, but I don't
Yeah.
want that anymore. I don't.
Yeah.
Like I'm putting my kids first, my family first, and I'm lucky I didn't lose all that in the midst of that, because that's usually what happens, right? Your ambitions get too big, and
Yeah.
then you fucking.
I mean,
lose everything.
if you're not around when Tony's at home, who's gonna give him the fucking fork?
You know what I mean? Who's gonna
Yeah.
wash him a fork? You know. The man's probably not eating right now. Okay.
I know. He's waiting like, okay,
He
my
came in
patience
and,
is.
he came in and brought flour goodies. Like, where's my food?
No, but the good thing about that is that you're aware of it and you're taking action now before. A lot of times people get into ruts or situations like that, and they're stuck. Especially financially, they don't want to go out looking for a different job. They
That's
feel
hard. Yeah.
it is. Especially like
I took
you
2/3 cut.
you
I
have
1/3.
kids. You have kids,
Yeah.
and a needy husband, and they.
And
But
they
it's
got
good
real
that
used to that lifestyle. But no,
I
at the end of the
know.
day, though, it is understanding though that is something. So when that happens and stuff, and the best advice I can to anyone is don't take that sensitively, right? Like
Mhm.
it's nothing against anybody personally because something changes or you lose something, but
Yeah.
the effect it has on everybody else is important. And
Yeah.
I had held that up on a pedestal and pushed that career for so long to get to that point where I
Yeah.
could take care of everyone. And then I was taking care of it. But then it's like, what's the thing underlying of that? There's no base underneath all that. So once all that went away, the actual base was still there because that
Yeah.
base we've already created. And so
Yeah.
now it's like we've been just having a lot more family time, a lot more time just to do things that we enjoy. And I feel like not having the stress of more money is actually helpful. I mean, yeah, you got to budget and change things, but that's life. I mean,
Yeah.
life gets more expensive anyway. So for me, I feel like it was worth it to take the pay cut because now I have time.
Yeah.
And then I'll do something else. I mean, I'm not fucking tired, and I don't plan to sleep anytime soon. So I'll probably just find another hustle. But right now, my goal is to find somewhere I can be
Drugs.
comfortable. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna start dealing. What was that shit I was dealing with your brother on? That shit.
I don't know what the fuck that
Become
was.
or
but
something. Like
something
everything was
like
named
that.
after me and shit, and people
Yeah.
loved it. And if it wasn't named after me, they didn't fuck with it. So
Yeah, and the thing is your kids are older now, and I mean,
Yeah.
you're older as well, obviously.
Okay, calm
and,
down.
you
My
know-
birthday is next month.
Oh shit! Really?
I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
I don't even want to say it.
For
You want to know how old?
40,
Excuse me?
30. I don't know. Your turn, Rob. What do you think?
It's young.
By the
in
way,
my
we got Mo in
eyes.
the house. What's up, Mo?
Yeah, change the topic. Hey, Mo.
And Leo. What's up, Leo?
I'm just gonna say super young from my perspective. So
There you go. Thank you. 35. A young 35. 35.
35
People
Wow.
is
that-
really young. Yeah, that's pretty young.
That's a good age. I mean, I remember being 35. That was.
I mean, I get
fun.
asked all the time. They're like, Sabrina, you can't be a day over, 30.
I mean,
If
I
not
want to see.
25.
I want to see receipts for that, but
I got plenty of them. Or they'll be like, you had 3 kids. Like, what?
people can say whatever people can make up whatever they want, and
The crackhead
I-
outside of 7-Eleven has feelings too.
you guys have 7-Eleven
No.
out there? That's crazy.
We don't really go to them out here though, but
Oh, I
but yeah.
love 7-Eleven, man. That's my jam.
No, we have
that's
a
where
local one.
that's where I get the
that we go to.
nacho cheese.
Well,
know,
so when
I
you guys
mean,
were talking about, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say, look, if I want some nacho cheese, I'm just gonna go to 7-Eleven or
yeah.
a football game. You know what I mean?
There,
Like,
that nacho cheese is not bad. It's thick
no, it
enough.
isn't.
I mean,
Yeah.
what I don't like is a watery shit, dude. Like that shit's
Yeah.
fucking. I'm not trying to get nacho soup here.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get a Philly cheesesteak. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
want
I want my
nachos,
fucking chips to stand on its own
no
with the
cheese
cheese.
whiz.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh
Don't
no.
get me
Or
started on Philly
Velveeta.
cheesesteak.
What?
No.
So don't get me started on Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, I love Philly cheesesteak, dude.
They're
It's like
good.
my
I do
second.
too.
It's like my second favorite food. No, I'm just kidding.
You need to stop.
I love it
I
too.
will
But
say
last,
those
but
sandwiches
last week,
are like definitely a second food
Yeah.
group for me. Sandwiches
Last
is
week-
like
Last week, what?
I was to say, but last week we were supposed to have the truck at work was
Oh.
I love cheesesteak. So you got all excited. But then when I got in line, I saw on the side of the truck it said cheesesteak with an Asian twist. And I knew instantly I was screwed. And when we got up there, we realized it wasn't a cheesesteak sandwich, despite the imagery on the box. It was a rice bowl with ground beef and bell peppers and onions
okay.
on it with some cucumbers. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Oh my god.
That is not a cheesesteak. And there wasn't even
Yeah.
hardly. I didn't even see cheese on it. I saw some
Oh.
people walking by with this, and I looked there, saw what it was. I said, "Forget this. I'm out of here," and I left. I was like, "That's complete
Yeah.
lies."
People come up with some weird concoctions. There's a favorite.
Drove
It's a
myself right to
chicken.
Wiener Schnitzel.
I know. I drove. There's a place out here that we like going to. They have very good teriyaki, chicken teriyaki, like a rice bowl.
Mhm.
And years ago, they still have it on the menu, by the way, but I've never gotten it after. They had this teriyaki bowl burrito, and I was like, you know what? I'm at work. I'm driving. You know, I can eat and drive at the
That's
same time.
Japanese Mexican fusion, Emperor Burritos. That's like the restaurant I wanted. I wanted
Oh,
to open
really?
that restaurant forever. Japanese
Damn.
Mexican fusion. Call it Emperor Burritos.
Shit, it was not good.
It doesn't sound good.
I don't expect it to actually be good. It was just one of these comical things in my head that I thought of one time. When I was like, "Ooh, that'd be kind of a funny name for it."
Oh,
Burritos.
I think they make sushi burritos too, don't they? Sushi.
Oh
Yeah.
hell no, man.
Why
Those
not
are-
with your fish tacos? Maybe sushi tacos, and you can
No, I just want my burrito to be a burrito. You know.
Yeah.
I get it.
All right, Rob. How was your week, man?
In the interest of time, I'll simply leave it as it has been busy. It's been hectic, but at the same time, I'm targeted on getting myself to Heroes Con in a week, so it'll all be good
Yep.
eventually.
Nice. Okay, cool. Well, I guess I'll go next. My week has been interesting. You know, my daughters are in Japan right now. They're
Oh wow.
yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
they're
I
they're
My
they've been there
youngest
for
came home. I forgot.
they've been here for they've been there for 2 days now, and I think they're having fun. I hope they are, because it was very expensive to do that.
See, we took too long.
Yeah, that's really.
Fuck, dude.
So how
Damn it.
long are they there for? That's dope. My kids
Like
just
9
want to know.
days.
9
days.
days. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's
What's up, James?
expensive.
What up?
How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. What's that floating in the back of your head?
On my Wiener Schnitzel lanyard from my lamp.
Oh, there you go. Nice. Hell yeah.
You want to make sure people.
If I can
people
turn the
know.
light on, I just reach up and
Well, you're just in time for us to go through our weeks. We're halfway done. So
I've been listening. Yeah. I was like, let me see where they're at. Let me see if by the time I get home, if I'm even gonna make it. And then I turn it on and I hear, all right, so our weeks. And I was like, oh my God.
We've been drawing it out for you, brother. We've been having a real comic show. We talked about comics.
yeah.
I was like, I'm good. I have plenty of time to get home.
Yeah. So they're in Japan, and I'm really happy for them. It's something that I would love to go to Japan one day,
Yeah.
but you know, it's so expensive to do anything now. Anything now, and
Out there.
oh, that's right. That's
I've
what I've
had-
been hearing.
I have multiple coworkers and where we work. We're working
Yeah.
part time. Like we don't got no money. I've had
Like
multiple coworkers-
every Best Buy employee is going to Japan this year, right?
dude, yes.
A
they
lot
have
of people
been.
are going
It's
right now. Yeah.
affordable as hell, I guess. I haven't looked into it, but apparently, 'cause- yeah.
Good
Yeah,
night,
it's
good night,
not
JD. Good stopping by, bro.
You know what? That's why I didn't watch your show today, you asshole.
Oh shit,
Wow.
Man.
So are they
James
able
with
to
the
call
comeback.
you home and stuff? Like, can they call you and check in, or they sending you messages and stuff, or what are your girls doing?
So we're on WhatsApp, I believe, and
okay.
we're able to talk through there.
And he's got the Citibank app, and he can.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Yeah.
like. So how do they tell you if they're out of money?
Graduation came just at the perfect time.
The credit card company calls Robert and says, "Hey, you're over your limit."
If they need more money, are they calling you or mom?
No, we haven't reached that point yet. They
Okay.
shouldn't, and if they do, then I mean, when these kids move out, they're gonna have problems. They should be good, especially with James saying that the dollar gets stretched pretty far over there. James, did you see my
Yeah.
cup? Did you see my
I
cup?
think it's more the traveling
have not.
expenses than
Yeah.
the staying there.
It's a cardboard cup from
Yeah.
Starbucks.
Ew.
That's the newest rage right now.
You
I
missed
did a
the
Raiders rant.
rant?
Yeah, I did a Raiders rant on it earlier.
Oh,
So
I'm gonna go back and watch the rewind. But
I'm not too happy about it.
a little different seeing you with that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Kind of gross. Yeah.
Yeah, so they'll be there until next week. I get to pick them up at LAX airport. Next.
That's a good
next
amount of
week.
time. 9 days.
Yeah, they spend 12 hours flying there. So
Right.
luckily they were able to get a direct flight, so that was good too.
12
you know.
hours, and that's direct. Jeez.
Yeah. But work's been busy, like in a good
That's
way.
not bad.
So yeah, no,
I-
and it's
I
a
was
direct
excited
flight.
at first.
I at first I don't think that they were gonna get a direct flight, but
It's like, it's 5.5 hours for me to go to Charlotte.
Mm.
Yeah.
Direct flight.
Love you. I'll watch it.
Yeah, work's been steady, busy. The weather's been like pretty nice. I guess the only other thing is, this whole thing happening in LA right now. With all the protesters / rioters and stuff like that. I don't want to get all political or anything. Like, I know not everyone thinks the same, but what I do want to say is, as much as I love my dad, I'm glad he's not around to witness this. This would absolutely totally break his heart. I know me and James, along with Ross, were talking about this earlier this week. Do you remember that, James?
Yeah.
Okay, you're kind of looking like you don't remember.
No, I remember. It was yeah. You were very well spoken on your.
Yeah. So I'm just glad he's not here to see what's going on in our country right now, or state, whatever. He is from Mexico. He did come here illegally, and he built a life, he built a family, he built a business, and the fact that this is happening right now is just absolutely heartbreaking, and I can't imagine how he would feel, being the type of person that they're kind of targeting right now. So, like I said, I'm just glad he's not here to kind of like, I would still love him to be here, but he's not. And, for, the situation, it's probably for the best. So, yeah. Anyways, James, how about you? How was your week, man?
Well, it's been good. I had a couple of days off work and just kind of first I will say thank you to my low grade co-host here. He decided to check in on me because he said he hadn't heard from me in like a day and a half, and I didn't realize that I was like gone. But yeah,
You're ghosting us. Yeah, you were ghosting me
just-
for sure.
I don't know. I had a couple of days off work and I just literally spent it like with the kids. I played a lot of video games, and I finished a book the first like novel that I finished in years. And so I don't know. I just kind of like put my phone down and just did all that stuff instead. So it wasn't like I meant to take a break. It wasn't like I need. It was just I don't know. It just happened, I guess. So anyway, so yes, so Robert checked in on me, made sure I was still alive. So thank you.
Which one of these two is that?
That's probably Sabrina.
Sabrina, relax your kids. Come on.
Who, me?
Are your kids going crazy in the background?
Yeah,
okay.
Yep.
that's her.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So yeah. So just did that. We are doing baseball.
Who just sneezed?
Right?
That was
that Antonio?
Yeah, that was Antonio.
We baseball practice. They have their first game tomorrow, so looking forward to that. Both of them have their first games tomorrow. And
Are you a first base or third base coach? Base coach.
So I am actually gonna like step in as the head coach, I guess, tomorrow.
What
So
the fuck is
the
going
head
on?
coach, before the season started, his son bought him a Father's Day gift of Dodgers Giants tickets. So they're going to that. And so he didn't, at the time they got him, he didn't know that it was going to be the first game of the season. So he's pretty bummed that he has to miss the first game. So he's also very worried because they're doing like a family trip. And they were gonna like stay near the stadium and go to the Dodger Stadium, and he's like, all that shit's going on down there, like I don't want to be down there anymore. I don't even want to go anymore. And so they're very conflicted, but they're gonna go. He said that they're gonna stay in Anaheim, go to the game, and go back toAnaheim and just try and stay out the way.
Anaheim is just as bad too, though.
So,
I mean, LA is worse, definitely.
Right.
But ever since they've done this curfew situation, I feel like it's gotten a little bit more controlled. Yeah, so like that curfew's in LA. I don't think they've administered one in Orange County yet. So
yeah, so I was like, well, man, just stay safe, try and have fun, have a good time. And so he's doing that. So that means I have to kind of step up and take over for the first game. So
look at you, man. Team on to fucking head coach, bro.
Promoted, right? Yeah. and I'm pulling, I want to pull a Sabrina and be like, this is not what I signed up for.
Yeah.
Tell him. You better tell him.
But no, it'll be fun. But no, I am nervous. I think I'm nervous because it had to be the first game. Like I have to go, like, I don't even know these kids' names. I have to get them all situated. I also have to ask for more equipment because we're short on equipment still. So there's a couple of things we've never been to the venue. Like it's.
Oh wait, so you're running the whole show?
I mean, that's what head coach is.
So there is another assistant.
Anytime I got into that, someone else did all that part though. I just did the like fun part.
Well, you're just there to serve Kool-Aid and
I ran drills with that. No, I didn't do that. I did like drills with them, hung out them, names, whatever crap they needed, but I wasn't ordering anything.
Yeah.
Ew.
So yeah,
you were running a snack bar?
No.
Come on, Sabrina. You don't got
No, I would if they wanted it, but no, there was another mom who did that. No, they asked me to do. I used to do a lot of coaching when I was younger, so they just asked me to help out. I wasn't ordering anything though.
Like a team mom, or team parent, I should say, team parent position. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have.
Okay.
They have a team parent. Then there's an assistant coaches. Then there's coaching, and so like each one kind of has like its own set of responsibilities.
So I was like the assistant coach thing then. Yeah, that's what I did with them.
Or team.
And then the team parent had to do all the food, had to bring all the snacks and all that crap.
Yeah. My mom was always team mom. I'm not gonna say team parent because that didn't exist back in our days, right, Rob?
Yeah, Dad had nothing to do with this back then. Yeah,
Dad was either the coach, and then there was like you had a coach, and then Mom did like this. I don't know. I didn't do a lot of sports like that. I didn't do Little League. I was in Scouts. I did Scouts, so it was like den mothers for.
Scouts is a whole other thing. Sometimes it's way more hands-on. Yeah.
So it was so you'd have the den moms, and then you'd have the dads would be like the Cub Master and stuff back in the day. You didn't have, it was like really weird. Like
I was thinking, did I hear what I just heard?
What?
He
Cub,
said
Cub
cub,
Master?
but it
Oh,
sounded
Cub
like
Master.
yeah,
Oh, I thought you said Cub
Cub.
Master, but you said Cub Master. Okay. Got
cub.
it.
Yeah.
Cub.
Look, man, things
The
were
Cub-
different back then.
Even
Cub
I know.
Boy
Scouts.
Scouts. Yeah, it was all.
I'm still hearing it the other way.
You're
But
hearing
okay.
what you want to hear, and that's your problem, not our problem.
Robert's already Googling how to be a Cub Master for the Scouts.
Oh,
What,
shit.
are you-
He's already signed up.
you're just gonna go hang out with Diddy and all them or something?
Oh, shit.
No God.
I hate you, Rick, for the record. Okay, so anyway, so that's the baseball stuff, and then went to the comic book store today, picked up my stuff.
Yeah, I saw that you put them in the seatbelt. That's crazy.
Yeah, always.
What's wrong with you,
You're
bro?
so lucky. Your comic book shop had comics.
It keeps them safe.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Well, I guess technically I didn't ask like what was new this week, but yes, I do. It does appear that he got his stuff. So yeah, but it's also Friday, right? Doesn't
Oh,
yours
but
have it
yeah,
by
by
now?
Friday. I mean,
Yours has it by now. I had 2 really good ass hot dogs from a truck called Crate Dog over here in Modesto, and they were free because I had a little gift certificate for the place. So boom. Yeah, and then we just I'm not sure why Robert said I was MIA earlier today, but I was at Damien's practice right now, so just got home from that, and here we are. So
Yeah, definitely not what he said, but okay.
yeah, I believe it.
I didn't not see that at all. I didn't even.
That the pink eye reemerged.
You know, it's funny.
No.
Nobody asked about you.
No, that I believe that too.
I had to bring up your name, and we were. I was almost absolutely sure you were going to show today because you were breaking down the time. You know how you gave me the times
Yeah,
of, and I was like, "There's no way." Like that gives him like a half an hour. I go,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
A lot
gonna
of
walk
people
through
bet,
that.
yeah.
He's gonna walk through that door, open up the fridge, and see leftover wiener schnitzel, and be like, "Yeah, I'm out."
Wait, you leave leftover wiener schnitzel by? Wow.
No, hell no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say what?
Well, that does not exist out here. No way.
He eats all the wieners.
Right.
What up, Doreen?
What's up, Doreen? Hell yeah. All right.
But yeah, I set up my wall. I set up my wall yesterday, finally. So yeah, I
Yeah,
like it. But yeah, that was about
that's
it.
cool. Here's Detective Comics, right?
Yeah, I went with the Detective Comics, putting the focus on like colorful backgrounds, and I like it. I dig it. It definitely gave me a way to like display a bunch of like comics that I normally, would just be sitting in a box. So
Yeah,
dig
I mean, with the reflection, it ain't hitting right now.
No,
But
I know,
I can see where you're going with it for sure.
I don't know if it's any better if I change the light, but yeah, that's about it for my week that I could think of right now. But
Cool. All right. You guys want to get us some pickups in?
sure. Oh, it was Damien's
Sounds good.
birthday this past weekend. I forgot that.
How old is he?
7.
Nice.
So we went to a place called John's Incredible Pizza, and
Oh, man, what a shit show, huh?
That place
really
isn't
good
that bad. It's good.
It is over
Pizza
here.
buffet.
I
Oh, it
love
is?
John's Incredible.
We have like a
I
couple of
love
them, and
it.
they're
I liked it
fucking
back home,
horrible.
too.
You got to
They're
find
good.
a
It's a pizza buffet with salad and pizza. How can you go wrong? And then they got a dessert buffet.
I mean, Shakey's does the same thing here, so.
No, but then you got the whole
Shakey's
ass
is all right,
arcade
but
section
yeah.
and games
And they
Do
have
they have-
actual rides.
We have
Actual
arcades
rides.
too. We have our.
Bowling,
have-
bumper
Yeah, Shakey's.
cars.
It's all
Get
of
outta
it.
here.
It's really good. No, it was funny because my wife's not a huge fan of John's Incredible Pizza either, and I'm always like, "Oh, let's go!" And every kid's birthday, I'm
Because
trying
she's
to
an adult like I am.
every kid's birthday, I'm trying to talk them into going.
Said the heavy cream
We
drinker.
have adult themed rooms, okay? Robert. we
Hey,
have
don't make fun of
adult-themed
my
rooms.
Milky, Rob. What's wrong with you?
Like,
bro?
have you gone in the extreme room or the Disney
What?
room?
Yeah, dude, the Disney room, the sports room.
Like, what do you? Yeah, that's the extreme room.
I've never been to John's Incredible Pizza
That's just your area.
So how you talking shit then? Look,
because I see the park. I just drove past one like a few days ago, and the parking lot was packed. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing in there?"
people love it.
I mean, like I said, yours may not be. I could definitely see it being a location thing, but ours
Yeah.
is good over here. So anyway, my wife's not a huge fan. I'm always trying to talk all the kids into let's go. And so we're sitting there, and we've now played all the games, and we're now like just chilling and having. We all got an icy, so we're just sitting there having our icy. And I think maybe Damien was like, "Oh man, this has been a really great day. I love it here." And Grayson's like, "Yeah, I love it here too." And I said, "Me too, guys." And I was like, "Look, it's your mom that doesn't like this place." I said, "You guys gotta talk her,
Dang, you do her dirty like that.
you guys gotta talk her into coming here more." And Grayson turns and looks at her and goes, "What? You don't like fun?"
Oh,
You're allergic to fun? Oh, that's
Yeah, and
incredible.
oh man, it was great. So yeah, so hopefully now the boys do have some coupons, so we will be back by the end of the month. So yeah, it's good. I do
That's
want
crazy that your wife's the fun killer of the
Oh, I know,
relationship.
yeah.
Well, I love that they
definitely-
called her out too. Like,
I threw her under the bus
dang,
for sure.
dang.
All right, so we got Straight Edge Rick here from Twitch says cheap viewers dot
That's a
com.
straight edge fist, dude.
Remove
great.
the spaces. Code R8DOODOO for 69% off. Oh, I see. I'm gonna say rate R8DOODOO because I know what you're trying to say, and I'm just not gonna say that out loud. So you know what? Don't even use that code. We need to ban that viewer actually. But yeah, John's code. Yeah, that may be a SoCal thing. Unfortunately, maybe. It's
Yeah, what do you mean dirty? They're pretty like they're
yeah.
they're like a stand up from Chuck E. Cheese. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
A little bit higher end. Yeah.
Mo knows what's up. He lives in my vicinity, so he knows what's up.
Well, maybe you
Wash
guys
my
gotta
food.
drive out away from your area.
I'm not against fun. I'm against other people's kids, dude. Because
Okay.
these parents are not raising their kids right, bro.
That I can stand with you on, but just go when it's not so packed then, because there are days where it's less packed.
It's always
And that's when
packed.
it's better.
Yeah.
Well, then that's just that's a location issue. Then I don't know, because mine aren't always packed. It's always better when there's less people because then you get more food.
I hear the pizza's not even that great. Is that true?
It's pizza.
No.
It's pizza.
The pizza is good.
It's
there's a
good.
wide gamut of what's good pizza.
I like the pizza.
You can't make bad pizza though. To be
Do they have
honest.
nachos
I'll
yet?
get it from 7-Eleven.
What?
You can't make bad pizza.
You can. Chuck E.
Absolutely.
Cheese is bad pizza.
No, I will eat
Domino's
Chuck E.
is
Cheese
Oh
bad
pizza.
hell
pizza.
no, bro!
I will
Like
eat it. I will eat it.
your
Oh.
taste
Domino's
buds
is
are
crap.
whack. Then that's insane.
Anything's good with some hot sauce. You know what I mean?
You ever had school lunch pizza served in an aluminum pan? That's pretty bad.
That's
Yeah,
pretty good,
I
actually.
grew up in the
I missed
system.
that.
It
I
was
ate
good
all
back
kinds
then
of
compared to the rest of the
cafeteria
food, but
That pizza with the aluminum pan, along with the side of garden hose rubber tip fucking water. Oh hell yeah, dude! That shit's so good.
all day. Yep.
The copper tip. Oh, that just adds flavor, man, and it takes
Damn, Rick.
it removes all the impurities as well.
I mean,
That's-
look at the person who's saying it though. You know what I mean?
The spaghetti and pizza from Sizzler is good. I barely went to Sizzler for like second time in my life. A couple
I think I
months,
went there like once before.
a
We
month or
moved.
two ago. This is how you know Sabrina eats ass, no questions asked. Wow,
I
Rick.
mean,
I mean,
okay,
she's
yeah.
never really denied that. So.
I'm not a fun killer, so we'll just put it that way.
For real.
James, are you about fun or not?
No.
Okay.
When you put it that way, I hate fun. I can't stand it. No.
All right.
I'm
right,
just trying to
let-
live my best life, okay?
Let's move on to some pickups then, real quick.
Fun.
That's
fun.
what JD. Go grab that fat boy, bro. Anyways, who wants to go first? Let's
Fun buns.
since you were late, James, you get to go first.
Oh shit! All right. As I'm putting all mine in order still. Okay, so I'll start with some toys and then do some comics. So I got the second one that I needed here of this Dark Side Build-A-Figure wave, the Batman Task Force. Good night. Good night. Go to bed.
Okay.
Look at me. Good night.
So Batman from the Justice League Task Force. So it's like the video game design. This is the one where I had the the Superman with the mullet and crazy looking.
Yeah,
Superman.
the ugly
So-
ass Superman.
Found the one of that. Then I also got this. So Best Buy had like a McFarlane sale. So I bought this and get out of here. Good night.
Does that mean that you stole it? Because Best Buy never has any sales anymore.
Well, they did. It was
5-finger
nice.
discount.
So this was on sale, and I'm glad that I got it on sale. So this is from the year 2 McFarlane series. So, but I'm glad it's on sale because I got a fucked up version. Like this is ripped right here. This is all ripped.
You don't check the boxes before
It's
you
like-
buy them?
I had to order it.
Oh,
to
shit.
the store. So
It's like when you got that omnibus that you recently got, the
know.
Marvel DC one.
yeah.
It was all fucking dented and banged up.
But this gives me a good excuse as to why this one will be opened. So this
Yeah, I
one
was
will
gonna
be
say you
opened.
open them, don't you? Yeah.
That one will be opened, and I won't feel bad about it at all. I promise I will watch it, JD. Am I playing Gears? No, I have not been playing Gears. If that came out this week, then no. I have been
He's not
playing-
about that Gears life, Rick.
No, I
He's-
am. I definitely am. But no, I back on Jedi Survivor, trying to beat that. Some Fortnite. I played Fortnite last night. And the Hypercharged. I didn't talk about that last week, but the action figure shooter game that I had mentioned a couple of weeks ago. We're having a lot of fun with that, actually. That's a pretty, I dig it. So, okay, so then went to my LCS today to pick up some books. So, you know, Absolute Batman 9 here, Bane. I got the Epitaphs from the Abyss. Very I know, Rick. I know. See, we had a full lobby last night with the coworkers, and so you know it is what it is. No,
Stop being weird, James.
look, you also don't want me on the team. I am not good. I am not good. The
We'll
curse
carry you.
of
It's fine.
Shirley Johnson. Good. I'll need it. I will.
Yeah,
need
we play just to have fun. We don't give a shit.
I know. And then this was a variant for that series by McFarlane.
I like that one. That's cool.
Yeah, that one looks
This
cool.
is the black and white for it.
I don't
think
like that one.
this
That's not that
is,
great.
I want to say this is a ratio variant. I don't remember. Then I just thought this one was cool. Very good puppeteer Lee, Kingspawn, Clown, and Violator lurching in the background there. His art's just really
Lurking.
lurking. Whatever. Lurching.
I don't know what lurching is.
Okay,
It's
pastel.
lurching.
Pastel.
Pastel.
Lurching is when you cosplay as Lurch from the Addams Family.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Okay. So he's definitely not doing that. Definitely not doing that. We got some medieval spawns here. I like
A lot
that
of spawn this week, huh? Look at that.
every time, dude. There's so you know, when he now has expanded this universe into like 10 fucking titles. Oh, God. I like this variant here for Daredevil Cold Day in Hell.
Who did that cover?
I don't even know.
Mm.
Some guy. Some Superman Unlimited 1 Jim Lee variant with Crypto. And then
It's weird because he drew Superman way differently than he did Crypto. If that makes any sense.
like the art style, you mean?
Yeah, isn't it? Doesn't look. It looks different.
Crypto's definitely.
Oh, maybe it's just my
I mean,
eyeballs.
that's a totally different dog right there. That's for damn
Yeah.
sure. That's
Yeah.
basically the
Like,
idea for
fair
Crypto
one.
is like just draw a white dog, and then it's like, all right, cool. I'll pick my favorite kind of dog, I guess, and go from
Yeah.
there. Just a couple more variants here, and then I'm done. So this was a really
Oh,
cool,
that's cool.
some DC villains there. This is the last of my pull pickups from when I was still going hard on previews. I have been off previews for like 3 weeks now because I'm like, I got to get off of there. I got to stop doing these variants. So I thought this order was going to be not including any of these. And then I started seeing all these variants and I'm like, okay, yep, this is still the remnants of my preview ordering. So my next one will be minus all that and save me some money here. Superman and Lex with Batman and Joker. I really liked this one with their classic villains. And the last two here are going to be some Lee Bermejo. I showed off his other Spider-Man one not too long ago. This was another one. And I just love his art. And then this next one, I hoped that I ordered, but I couldn't remember. So I was really glad that I did.
So you got 2 copies, like
no,
Rob.
one. This fucking Batman, Superman, Liber Mayho one. I love this.
Oh shit!
Cool.
Very different.
That gargoyle is cool too.
This is a unique twist, man. I
Wow.
really liked it. So, yeah,
Super Batman.
Super Batman.
Super
yeah,
Batman.
yeah. Or mix it, and he's called Batman. Huh? Huh?
That was horrible.
The
The Batman
All right, Sabrina,
of
what do you got?
Metropolis.
On that note, Batman.
Batman.
Can you save James right now? Thanks.
Yeah, here's Batman. It's crazy. It's
saw
like
that
as if
one. I
somebody
saw that
already.
one.
Where's his
Yeah,
cape
like
at?
somebody already-
Where's the Superman cape at?
It's in there somewhere. Actually, this one's really. It's got like a lot of blood on. I just can't really see
yeah.
it.
Oh, it's like the Frank Miller.
I had to tell myself
That's
not
cool.
to do that one, but it was.
I love this one, and I had to get one for my middle because he really loved it. So I bought 2. I have 2 copies of it, which
Nice.
I'm trying not to do.
Zatanna.
Zatanna, which she's
Wait,
way back
is that
in
a new issue? It's the newest
there.
one? or-
Newer, not the newest. I think this is a week ago. But I'm behind, so my pickups for this week I'll get this week. I'm behind now.
Yeah,
I've got
you
this
know,
cover because I really love this.
you're taking less trips to the comic store, huh?
I don't like that Marvel logo's in the
I'm going to
top
different
little
places.
random
Yeah, I
thing.
thought that was weird.
Just put that at the
I'm going to
bottom.
different places lately.
They've been
actually,
worse.
it's been fun.
They've
But this
been
one,
worse.
I just liked it because it has the thing, and
Yeah.
everyone's on it. But X-Men, the Uncanny.
What's going on? Maximus Comics ain't doing it for you anymore, or what?
No, I still love them, and they're my fave.
Oh.
I adore them. They always get me everything I freaking need. But no, I haven't been there. I like to walk when I go. I just bought a new e-bike, so it comes on Sunday.
Oh wow!
What?
But it does both.
What a
so it
nerd.
pedals. I've been wanting to do that forever. I was a bicycle girly, remember? And then my
No.
bicycle got crashed, and then now I don't have one.
So
So then I got
you're gonna
that. So
go
that
From walking
Wait,
to biking,
did it-
but then not
didn't
even
you-
bike. You're gonna do it electrically.
well, I went no. So I went from because
Going down
I
hill.
drive obviously, but I try not to drive everywhere. It's bad for the environment. So I
I
ride
thought your
bicycle.
crash was. I thought your crash was on a car, though. I didn't know it was on
I
a
crashed
bike.
a car, and then my kid crashed my bike. He
Oh.
freaking joyride my bike, and
Fuck.
somebody hit him coming out of a dealership. It was actually pretty wild. She totally left him. I had to call the cops. It was a whole thing. Anyways,
Wow.
yeah, it was. I was about to go to jail because I was about to murder a hoe. You know what I mean? Like
Got a charge. Yeah.
real quick.
Yes,
I
Rob.
look at it and find
Rob
it.
has a question. Rob has. A
Sorry,
question.
I saw
I-
red. My bad.
First of all, I like the concept of the electric bike, but are you getting it with tassels on the handlebars and a little bell?
No,
Like
but
Pee Wee-
there is
like
a
Pee
spot
Wee
so I
Herman?
can put a basket
Basket.
on the back,
A basket,
and there's
yeah.
a light on the
Basket.
front. And if I don't want to go, if I don't want to be,
Are you gonna at
lazy, I can
least
pedal.
get some? Are you at least gonna get some playing cards or some trading cards and
Yeah,
put them into spokes?
yeah. I have a bunch of the Joker ones that came out. You know when.
Nice. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Put
so
those in the
I have
spokes.
tons of
It'll
them.
make your electric bike sound really cool.
Heck yeah.
There you go. And once I
Are you
do,
gonna
I
get
will
some
send you a video.
some pegs for the back wheel so that Antonio can drive with you too?
Well, so he has an electric scooter, so that's why I wanted
What?
an electric bike. Yeah.
So you could be like
Nice.
Punch
So-
and John and play chips.
Yeah, there you go. We're
Dun,
trying to be good. We're trying to be good for the environment, guys. God.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That'll-
I'm not-
that'll do
yeah,
it.
I'm just
That's why
having
you're-
fun with the concept. I actually have been thinking about it too, but
Just
I don't
for
go out
around
enough.
here, you know, like
Rob, you need to go
everywhere
out
else we have
more
a car.
to justify that purchase.
that's exactly why I haven't done it.
well, maybe you'll go out more if you buy one.
Maybe
Nah.
not.
There-
Okay. Well, I just love something about riding the bicycle, your music in, you know what I mean?
It sounds great.
Really, really
I have
hot
fond
Yes.
memories
or
of
really
it,
cold.
but it sounds like work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
get
you
mine
feel
with
real
no.
good, and your ass is gonna love you for, or your wife.
Yeah, because
is
there's
gonna
no
love you
seat,
for it.
right? And it just goes right up. Never mind.
Mm. Let's not go there.
Well, I'll
But I
tell
was
you,
thinking
we
the
learned earlier
alternative-
today on the morning show that because of bicycle riding was the reason that the athletic supporter was invented.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
It was
Yeah.
a true story because riding those bicycles with saddles on the cobblestone streets of London, they needed a neat reason to lift and support up out of the
I
way.
mean, they make sell seats without girls in mind. I'm telling you, like your whole ass just
Oh,
swallows
or maybe,
those seats sometimes.
or maybe they
Like,
have
why
it
is it so
exactly with girls
tiny?
in mind.
The
Yeah,
athletic
maybe.
supporter
But
is
not
the
in a good
same.
way.
It's the same device that you use for your cup, right?
Yes.
Which comes
The
back
cup-
full circle because
the cup
James did cup check this earlier today, right?
so the cup goes in the athletic supporter.
Dude, he's
Yeah,
in
yeah,
charge
yeah.
of
Add
ordering
protection.
the cups. Like,
Yeah.
basically, he's
I
like,
mean,
he's the man.
fun fact: I've worn an athletic supporter before, so
Yeah.
safety first.
Yeah.
No cup check, James? Come on,
No.
dude. My
All right.
my son hated wearing
Back
cups,
to-
and
back to
Daredevil?
he
Sabrina's
never would wear cups, and he got hit there like twice. And
I actually
it's
really
just,
like that cover though.
And then he learned. It is good. That is a
he
good
didn't
Love that
learn.
one.
No,
Phoenix, which I don't
Nice.
really collect. I'm just collecting more Marvel. I'm like a Marvel girl all of a sudden.
hell yeah.
Like, what?
I mean, why would you want to collect DC?
No. Don't get me wrong. DC is superior.
Well, that's a Marvel comic right there.
Yeah, and it is. But so for me, it was Storm. Obviously.
Oh, all the way in the back. Come on. she's like this big. That's what drew you to that book? Okay.
I think so. Also, I'm gonna read it. I actually have a couple Avengers in here, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It was Storm.
Alright.
This one
Alright.
was Batman.
Uh-huh.
Anything Batman, I'm a grab. But I actually really did like how they put Catwoman in her like street clothes vibe. But like, I don't know,
Yeah.
she just looks good. I found a couple of these copies with Harley Quinn as like real life.
Oh,
So when I
that's
found this, I
awesome.
grabbed it. Yeah.
That's what. That was one of my favorite covers when that one came out. I couldn't stop looking at it.
I
for
missed
some reason.
it when it came out. It's beautiful. That's why.
Yeah.
I
love
never
it.
even knew that existed. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Who did that cover?
Yeah. It was a while ago.
This one.
It's not a photo, is it?
No. It's
No,
it's like a painting.
Yeah, but it's like based off of. It's a real like realistic vibe though. The woman.
That's
And
The rest
they
is
use a real
animated.
model
Yeah,
to paint.
Oh, okay.
because the other one I have isn't the same model though. So like every
Yeah.
time it's a different model. The girl is different. This one's my favorite one. This one just
Whoa.
says shiny
Whoa.
Batman.
So shiny.
Yeah,
Like
reprint
Sue-
of the first.
Oh shit! It got worse. Look at
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But I like
Talia-
the back because it says
First
some.
Talia Ghul.
that.
Yeah. Can you see it out the?
Whoa. Okay, we got it. We got it.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Jesus Christ!
This one.
My
I thought
retina-
this was-
My
I thought this
retina's
was
fucked
double
up
bad,
now.
but it's just a thick bitch. I thought it was double booked, but no.
Oh. Only you would do something like that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised none of these are though. But just Batman, I've been super. This is Nightfall Batman. I've just been super into obviously.
Fun fact, James, they've all been bagged and boarded so far.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get. She's looking at the file.
Doesn't mean in the best way. Okay.
Okay.
These ones are wild to me. I've been grabbing these ones. This is newer for me. This run I have never seen before, so I'm gonna start reading this one. But I've been grabbing them because of the covers. I just think they're
Is that
really
a good
cool.
run, James?
Yeah, a lot of
Gotham
Brian
Freaks.
Selfreeze covers. I met him at one of the cons down there and had him sign a couple, and he was really, really cool.
They're really
Yeah,
cool.
we
I
were
don't
talking
know.
about him earlier, actually.
Oh, really?
Really cool, yeah.
Oh, nice.
But Gotham Freaks. I don't know. I thought they were cool. Dark Knight.
Your pause. Did
I'm
she fuse
paused?
for you guys too, or just me?
No.
Oh,
I see
okay.
her. Keep going. Forget him.
Dark Knight. A bunch of Dark Knights. I'll try to go through them quicker. But I love that cover. Love that one.
That's the series that like I have some, but I never like read it or know.
Dude, everyone
Yeah.
has Dark Knight, bro. Like
Well, Legend.
when
yeah.
I go to shops, they have the whole
Allegedly, I never
entire
see
run
people show
for
them.
sale.
Really?
Yeah, all the time. It's crazy.
I don't know. I'm into it right now, and I'm just now picking them all up, and I have so much Batman, and these ones are newer for me. Penguin, anything Penguin, I've been grabbing because really
There's
the
like
last-
100 issues, right, James? Of Dark
Oh,
Knight?
I don't even know.
So this is issue 76 right here. So yeah, I would assume
Three too many.
77,
In my opinion.
78. But I just really like this cover. Why you
That's-
being a hater on Batman? Don't be a hater.
No, I was just saying the Dark Knight is just.
Birds are my spirit animal, so Batman, but also bird cover. So that was cool.
Oh
I
yeah,
actually have
what
two
type of
those.
bird are you talking about?
I like all
Well,
birds.
If she likes
All
Batman, then it's got to be Bluebird.
There
No,
you
no,
go.
no. I love Batman, but no, I love all birds. But my
Robins?
favorite is owl.
There you go, James.
Owl
The
is-
first
owl is an
unbagged
enemy
and
of
boarded
that.
book.
First one that is not, yeah. But it will be, okay?
Well,
These are just
Bizarro,
new.
but you see it's got Bizarro
This
on
one's
there?
really cool, though. Yeah, well, because, I'm not going to really pick up just plain Superman. Superman is kind of
You
better.
like chunky Superman?
I just like Superman, like, in all different forms rather than, like, just straight fucking
Mullet
clean
Superman.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're talking. Yeah.
And this
Oh,
one's got a
uh,
fancy board, okay? Or bag of board.
Behind
this
you,
one has
Sabrina. Behind you, it looks like a Antonio shrine. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, that's his,
Graduation photo?
No, that's his critical care 5-year board. They make them for you when you've been in the charity for 5 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
I guess we won't shit on
Where's yours at?
I fun fact did not really do much because I was busy with work. So I just started really helping out a lot this past year. But I was just a silent supporter for all of them.
All
Yeah.
right, 4 more years. Let's go.
I hope not, because like I'm trying to be a nobody. Like I just want to do the work but not get any credit. So again, Superman not as regular Superman, but also, Batman.
it. We did.
Yeah.
So love that. This one I really like this cover. I've not seen these ones before with the
That's where he
dragon.
kills the Joker. That's awesome.
I love this cover. I
Good
just
stuff.
love this cover.
It's not?
Love
No?
it.
That was
He's probably
good.
not even he's
There
probably
was-
not even in it, to be honest.
There were some good ones towards the end there.
Joker is in that book. He has
This
to.
specific issue?
What was that issue, Rob?
That
Do you
was
remember?
what, like 30 something.
That's
37.
That issue that
This
that
one's
issue
40.
is right. The next issue is, I think, or right around there is where they launched the fucking flower dude.
the
But
Bloom.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. Bloom,
Uh,
yeah.
And then you also
There
have
you
the
go.
part, the section of the series when there you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
speak of the
43,
devil. Look
yeah.
at that.
Yeah.
That was
Which I
when Bruce-
love this one.
When
Love
Bruce
this
is
one.
not really Batman at the time.
oh, yeah, Commissioner Gordon becomes Batman.
Yeah.
This is
okay.
Fortnite Foundation one. I do believe I already have these ones, but just in case I grabbed it.
There you go, Sabrina. 214 issues. You're 213 away.
Oh my god. No, I have tons of Dark Knight. No, and I have literally a bunch. I don't share all my stuff I get because it's too
Thank
much.
God. God damn. Sorry. Keep on.
Sleepwalker.
like that one, you probably should have laid off of that one.
I like these
I'm just kidding.
ones.
Can we have a
And it's
pre-show
Marvel,
where
though.
we view what you're gonna show? Oh, get that out of here!
No, I do like that
I
one.
like
That was a
this
cool
one.
cover. Oh,
Yeah, I like this one.
I
Just
don't
'cause
want
it's
to see a
female.
Convergence book another day in my life ever.
Luckily, I
Yeah.
don't buy a lot of them though.
That's
So it's
one
really
of
rare.
the covers I don't mind though.
Yeah,
have
this
a
one I
whole
didn't
box
mind.
of that bullshit
Oh, and
out
I have
there.
a couple Catwoman, but that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Another Joker cover, which we'll
Only
find.
good
I
thing
think
about
I might have
Convergence
already
was Jonathan Kent coming out of it, but
posted a couple of these Joker ones though, because we just did that Joker thing.
oh, nice.
But love the Joker. Death of Him. This is actually a really good series too. Robert, I know you love to read. Joe with all his computer TVs.
Oh, that was like I remember when that came on. That was like the freakiest shit to me. Like I never seen
Yeah.
when the Joker starts peeling people's faces off or making the Bat family think
blank.
that they were eating each other's faces or something. It's like all
Yeah.
kinds of weird shit. was
Doreen,
going on
I
with that stuff.
agree,
was like,
but I
wow.
will add the one I just mentioned, the Jonathan Kent. I thought that was an Action Comics. I could be wrong.
Oh,
No,
I have
it's a
the Catwoman
convergence.
one. I have the Catwoman one.
first-
Yeah, that's why I'm
the
saying
first
they're
Jonathan.
good ones. Yeah,
No. There's a couple as shit.
and I have the only couple that are
The
good.
rest of that shit, get
So,
it out of here. Fucking terrible.
Batman. I might have done. Well, I did one of these on the reads recently. I don't.
The
think
Harley
that
one was pretty good because it had Captain Carrot in it.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
All I know is that the Convergence first Jonathan Kent was good because I had it in a 9.8
Batman.
and sold it at its peak
Oh nice.
for a couple $100.
Batman and Robin.
Wow.
Love this
Yeah.
cover.
Yeah, it peaked out like at $250 or something.
Also, Adam Hughes did
Avenger
a
ones, this
Convergence variant
Meticulous.
with Catwoman on the cover. There's 2 Catwomen on there, so that one was pretty fire.
Love this one. This is probably going to be my whiskey and panels one because they're doing straight edge activities. You see all the bottles.
I thought they were jerking off. My bad.
They're doing that. Well, actually, I don't think they are, but I thought they were at first.
They should.
This one's really cool. I have not seen this one. So Marvel Double Action. I don't know.
That's probably like a reprint, huh?
Probably, yeah. But I thought it looked cool. Like I'm gonna read that one. So more of the Disney Avenger ones. This one is actually, I think, the same as this one. Same issue, just different.
Oh yeah, Batman.
Covers.
You know it.
8.
Dory knows what's up.
Did I just show this one? No, I didn't.
No,
X-Men and Canny.
14.
Green Arrow. I've been grabbing a lot of Green Arrow, but I did not bring a bunch of those in here to show you guys. And then Moon Knight. I really like this cover. I only started grabbing Moon Knight because of Juice, so. But now I've just been grabbing it because I've been kind of reading it.
I think that's all he collects now.
Yeah. I haven't posted any of them in a minute, but I grabbed them because I've been reading it a little bit. So that's it.
Nice. All right, where's my shit at? Okay. I only have a few things. Been pretty busy, but still managed to.
Oh, actually, before you start showing yourself, which I didn't say for my week, my highlight of my week, by the way, Robert, was you freaking posting for the challenge and fucking killing it. James, I didn't see him post at all. Yeah, here and there and whatever.
James worries about his IG page too much to post.
I know.
So
okay, calm the fuck.
Have some fun,
dude.
I really appreciated that. You had some fucking fire posts, first of all, and second of all, you made it all the way to your storage. Like what?
I know. Yeah, for sure.
While James is over here with all these books and no
James is thinking of something to say right now.
No.
What's up, Cliff?
I was looking through because I was like, nah, no way I haven't done it at all.
You haven't done it.
You haven't, no.
I even did it even though I lost my goddamn cat. I kept posting. I just skipped one day.
I did some earlier.
Right. I'll do one before the month end. All right. I'm sorry.
I did one so far, but most of the ones I looked at the list and it's either it was stuff that I don't really have anything for that. It's not my type of stuff, or they were all buried under a huge stack of boxes up on the top shelf, and I'm like, well, I would have to move so much.
It gets
shit.
you digging, yeah. I love that people were digging or thinking about it too hard. Dude, on donut day, everyone's like, I don't have Simpsons or donut. Bitch, buy a donut, eat it, take a bite, show a book, boom, donuts and comics.
Oh my god. You should have put that in the fucking disclaimer then. I mean, shit.
For me,
that would have been a reason for anybody to go to a donut shop.
Exactly.
So that's it for then. I guess for Titty Tuesday, I'll just roll open comic, stick it between my.
Just flash everybody. And pull out a book. You know what I mean? No, I mean you wanna try to tie them in. I'm just saying if you don't have it, you can make it fun. But I went to, so it was actually each one of these for June is an actual holiday. So on donut day, if you went in, you would have actually got discounts on donuts. I got a free fucking shirt from Dunkin'.
That's not a donut. How can you eat that?
No, not Dunkin'. Sorry. Pink Box donuts. No, I got a whole dozen for 30% off, and they were killer. Mike saw, because I did a little TikTok live with my oldest, because I'm on TikTok a lot more than other things. So I was on there doing my little donut thing with my oldest. We do mukbangs. James. Right. And I got a free shirt and these badass fucking donuts for 30%.
Where are they? Where the fuck are they?
I ate them.
Oh, okay.
I ate them.
I gotta see receipts on that. Sorry.
Dude, I will show you. They record the lives on TikTok. I will send you a fucking clip. Mike could tell you, those donuts were fucking badass. I ate every single one of them. We ripped them apart. We were getting all messy on that shit. It was so good. So good. And then I ate them the next day when I was gaming. It was my next morning food. The kids and me, they're like, I'm hungry. I'm like, I want to game and not make breakfast. I threw them the leftover donut box, and we just sat there and ate donuts. And
parenting at its best. Hell yeah.
Dude. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
No, sometimes we do that too.
Yeah, it's fun. Bed picnics.
Yeah, I did. I did look for something for whiskey panels. I don't got shit.
Well, and you can't take a shot. You can't take a shot and post. But
I even looked for I even looked for a bottle of whiskey. There's none here.
Oh, geez.
Like what can? And I'm not gonna go buy one because then I'll have to drink it and become an alcoholic like you fuckers. And I'm just
So
not
you're
about
telling
that
me
life.
there's no book that you have where you open it up and there's somebody at a bar or something?
I don't
Nothing?
think I buy books like that, Sabrina. I'm
Oh, the amount of judgment in your goddamn book. I just got done saying I have so many of them, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, well.
yeah. Okay, Batman found one.
Straight edge books, yeah.
Yeah.
I have
All right.
my straight edge book. I have my Smokey the Bear. I just haven't posted it yet.
Speaking of Smokey the Bear, you're blurry as fuck right now.
I know. I don't know why it did that after, because you shocked me so much by what you just said.
Okay. All right.
The judgment. I was hiding.
Yeah, I don't know which one of you that's aimed at, but yeah.
Thanks for the advice, Rick. All right. All right. I don't have much, but some of these books I might even post for the challenge. So
I'll look at the list.
Look,
Isn't there like a Google Drive or
James?
something?
Did you
Isn't
hear
there a
Robert?
Google Drive I can
I
look
made
at
it
or
so
something?
fucking simple. Yeah, I gave you a whole fucking drive.
yeah,
Like a
it's
whole little
easy.
paper thing that says
It's
what you
easy
did.
as fuck. You
Easy
know.
as
It is only the 13th, okay? Can we calm down? It's
Only the
13th.
It's almost halfway.
It's
through
halfway
the
done. Hey, don't worry, James. It gets harder. All right. But you know, unlike you, Sabrina, I've been dealing with writing over here, so I don't have time for this shit.
Right.
You know. So
What am
don't
I doing? Huh?
This
Don't
man
get-
can't even leave his house. All right, come on now.
I can't leave my house.
Yeah.
Get
I'm
you
trapped.
an e-bike.
You think
Get
he
you
can
an
e-bike
e-bike.
around fucking LA right now?
Get
Ain't
you an
no way.
e-bike, okay? You'll
I
be
mean,
fine.
I'll leave with one, but I won't come back with one. I'll tell you that much.
I'm not rioting.
There was a video of a dude trying to square up on the freeway out there, and at first glance I was like, "Is that fucking Robert?" Like he looked, bro. He looked like you, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Did he
Robert
have a
out
cup
there
of
trying
iced coffee in his
to-
hand?
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Because he was getting on them about blocking traffic, and I'm like, "Oh man, they got in his way. They got in his way to Starbucks, and he's fucking pissed."
All right. So I picked up this book because it's pretty like it's a grimy ass cover, and it has, I believe, Chip Zdarsky on the cover. And I picked it up and I was like, dude, this is awesome. Like,
Dude, that's dope. But you just got on us about whiskey.
yeah.
Yeah.
So and I was like, you know what? Like, I wonder how long this sex cop issue runs. And I could not find shit
Yeah, I've seen
on
that.
anything. I couldn't even find it on CLZ.
Wait, do I
Then
have
then I fucking turned it around, and it's one of these.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have sex. Yeah.
It's a sex criminal, you know. So
haven't
JD,
seen that
JD, you
cover.
don't know where I live, bro. I live in LA. Come on.
She said that works for Fat Ass Friday.
There you
Yeah,
go.
it does. Yeah, there you go.
I think I'll probably do a Who's Your Daddy.
Wait, I have that pink cover though, but I don't have that book. Wait, turn it back
Yeah, they're
around.
different. They're all there's a bunch
No,
of
but
them.
they do different colors and stuff for each one. Because I got yellow, pink, purple. That's weird. I had that same.
No,
pink
these
one.
are all pink. All of them are pink, for sure.
What?
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, maybe for just that run then, because there's
yeah,
yellow ones.
yeah, for this
Yeah,
run.
okay.
So this will probably be for Who's Your Daddy,
Oh, there you go.
and then Milk #1. Look at that. I could have done that for Fat Ass Friday, but
Yeah.
I'm good with my natural book for sure.
No, yours was better. That's a little bit small,
Yeah.
but that's fine.
Wow.
All sizes matter.
Little
I mean,
booty
it
Yeah.
is. It's a small boat. A little small boat.
And the deciding factor, Sabrina, was Unnatural's tits. So
There you go.
they're bigger,
there's-
way
yeah,
bigger.
She's got like nothing up there. Yeah.
I know. I mean, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
Are you serious? Who drew that?
So
I'm
much
gonna
more space
ban
too.
you.
I didn't know that we were body shaming you.
It's okay if you body shame with another girl. So
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Got it.
And when you're body shaming, like literally the perfect figure, because what most women want, anyways, is to be.
yeah. Maybe this will be for Terror Tuesday or whatever. The Residence Freak Show.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. Dark Horse. Or maybe for Terror Tuesday, I'll do a Mickey Mouse #5,
Oh, that's
the
awesome.
Haunted Mansion variant.
Nice. JD will love that. Oh shit. We have Crazy Pilot 84 says best viewers on boostfire.online at Z2JIQH3L. Man, I had to read that one. That one was different than our normal. Thank you,
And he
Crazy
didn't tell
Pilot,
us to
for-
remove or to add a fucking
Yeah, it
period or
wasn't
anything like that.
Streamboo. Oh man, is Streamboo
Stream
not a
Boo.
thing anymore? Crazy
Maybe
Pilot, or
not.
are we moving
Is this
on to
Rick
Boostfire?
again? Is this Rick
On to
again?
Boostfire. Okay.
I mean, Rick is a crazy pilot if you think about it.
A set of bums. Rick is getting involved here. He says, "Hey, bitch, this is my turf."
Okay, so it's not him.
It is Rick for sure, 100%. Okay, the last book I have is dude. We were talking about this book earlier, Red Sonja. So this is issue number 25, R. Adams. Look at that.
That's awesome.
See, R. Adams. Boom.
Look at those thighs. That could have been Thick Thigh Thursday yesterday. What?
I still stand by my choice. So.
Yeah, it was. Still,
Oh, you know, yesterday I got kind of tired, so. What's up, Rob?
Hi. How are
Hey.
you?
Good. How are you?
I don't have a lot.
How was your week?
because-
No, just kidding.
Yeah. Well, my week was bad because for the second week in a row, I walked into New Comic Book Day, and there was
Wait,
no Penguin,
What the
and
fuck?
there was no Lunar there on the shelves. When I went I said, well, let me see what I got from last week. They handed me 2 books. So I said, well, you might as well leave those 2 books. There's no point doing a credit card swipe for that.
I know, right?
And I'll be back. So I got this weekend. I'm going to try to maybe on Father's Day. I'll swing by the LCS and see if they got their shit in or not.
Yeah.
But I did get in some stuff. Most of this is like I got some raws that are going into the giveaway bin, and I got 1 slab for myself essentially. So yeah,
Oh, nice.
first Steppenwolf going in the giveaway bin.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
giveaway
Why?
day.
Do you have one
I
already?
know because I do actually. At WonderCon, I picked up a slab 9.6.
Oh, hell
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Wow.
First appearance of Captain Marvel, Mary Marvel, and Captain Marvel Jr. since the Golden Age.
Dude, you're finally
And
showing books that I have. That's crazy.
First appearance in DC.
And then he's
Comics.
just throwing them in the giveaway bin anyway.
First appearance of Namorita.
Nice.
In the Silver Age?
No, period. Namorita.
Oh.
Namora was Golden Age. Namorita
Oh, okay.
was Silver Age.
What's the difference? Is that like his
One is
daughter?
his cousin and one's his wife.
Which
So-
one is
Namora,
yeah.
who is Golden Age, is his wife. Namorita is a cousin who then later on joins the New Warriors.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Issue 19, first Stingray.
Right.
Got a couple of those. That's a cool book.
First appearance and origin of Black Goliath.
Oh yeah. What? Why are these going to the giveaway bin though?
Because I'm crazy.
You're fucking nuts.
First appearance of Bounty Hunter.
Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Send him out to LA.
Yeah.
He's
Black
hella
Goliath
old now,
number
isn't
1
he?
is the second appearance of Black Goliath in first solo series.
Nice.
Not as old as me apparently, but
Yeah, you're lucky I wasn't here for that.
Infinite Crisis 3, first appearance of Jaime Reyes.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, for those people at home, I pronounced it correctly. Jaime Reyes.
Jaime.
Jaime
Jamie.
Reyes. Yes.
Not Jamie.
Reyes.
The Invincible Iron Man, issue 120, first appearance of Justin Hammer, and the first issue of the Demon in a Bottle series.
That's my porno name, by the way.
Call Me Daddy.
Fun fact.
That's a good cover.
Justin
for that.
Hammer.
That's Iron Man 3, right? The movie? That's Hammer, isn't
Yes.
it?
yes.
Okay.
The Mighty Thor, first appearance of Stormbreaker.
Nice. Man, that was a big one for a little bit.
Thor 372, first appearance of the Time Variance Authority.
That was also another one. Look at all these spec books.
First appearance of Thunderstrike.
I'm just waiting for Bone Crusher and Bone Gnasher from the Thor movie.
Ghost Rider issue 2. First appearance of Blackout.
Oh, I like that cover.
That's the Johnny Ketch
Yeah.
Ghost Rider. Justice Society of America issue 3.
Fuck yeah,
This one is
Alex
a really
Ross.
this one's a really minor key. It's the first appearance of the 5th Wildcat.
Oh hell yeah.
But everybody knows that Wildcat 5 is way better than Wildcat 4.
Mm,
yeah.
3.
Partial
And Ghost Rider 21, first Michael Battolino,
Who?
the guy who becomes Vengeance.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. Just say that name.
So that's for the giveaway bin. And then I got one graded book for myself. I had sent one book in and from a PGX, and it came back. It got hammered when CGC flipped it. And it's really my wife's book, so I got a replacement for her because I can get it super cheap in that beautiful grade 9.4 that James loves so much. First appearance of Apocalypse.
Where my Pockies at?
Yeah, so was able to pick that up for less than $70.
I was happy for a second, but
So you said that it was a 9.8 PGX?
No. It was a 9.0 PGX, and it came back in 8.0.
Wow.
Damn.
They're way off that. Yeah.
Damn.
Well, there was some argument that people had on the talk that there's some known cover damage that happens a lot, and it looked like that was the thing that got called out. And they're like, "Oh, dude, that's bullshit." They hammered it so hard for that because it's a well-known defect from production or something.
You got Justin hammered, right? Am I right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I don't know, man. Give me that 8.0.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. You have anything, James?
No, I
Anything
did not
else?
have time to prep for anything. So no, if there's any trailers that have come out, we'll discuss it next one. I don't think there's any movie ones that I was aware of. I know that
Spaceballs too.
Oh yeah, that was a little
Yeah.
teaser. Yeah. Look, we've already discussed this, but again, a third or fourth,
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
fourth final Superman trailer.
Oh god.
Dude, I'm not fucking.
It's 88% same content recycled.
not watching it.
So
I'm
it's like-
gonna see the whole movie before it comes out.
No,
I
you're
guess.
not, because they've actually each trailer's been the same footage with just
over and
10
over. Yeah.
It's 12
Yeah,
it's maybe 12 seconds of new footage in each one.
Yeah.
It's you're seeing very little. It's almost all the same stuff.
Barbarian Kung Fu. What up? I have a near mint
There you
copy
go.
on my IG. Just saying. Which book are we talking about?
Probably the X Factor
Probably,
6.
yeah.
I'm guessing.
I have
Oh,
some.
awesome.
I just didn't like the night before. That's all we were discussing. Oh man, there was something else that I was gonna say, but whatever, it's fine. Oh, Amazon Prime did the you could buy the early tickets. So I got my early ticket for Superman. So I'll see it Tuesday, July 8th. So pretty happy about that. Get to
My
see
Superman and my Fantastic Four.
Get to see it early. Oh, you're seeing the Fantastic Four early also?
Well, not early. No, I'm an old man. I like to go on the first Sunday after
Ah.
let all you, and I like to go early in the morning at 9 in the morning on a Sunday while everybody else is still in bed or at church. and I
That's
go
so
in and
adorable.
I have the theater to myself practically.
Yeah.
9 a.m.
Yeah,
I can't.
I've already been up for hours. So
Do they even
well,
Yeah,
have
I
pop-
get up early, but
Do
I
they
don't
even
know.
have popcorn at that time?
They do.
What the fuck,
Yeah.
dude?
yeah, they do.
I want some
It's fresh
popcorn,
then.
some soda, maybe some.
It's the
booze
people
or
who come in
something.
at 1:00 are getting the freaking sip that's
The
been
still,
in there for
yeah.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Do you ever order popcorn and they're like, you can have it, give us 20 minutes?
Dude, no, I've gone in there once for when they open the doors. I was going, is this because it was all popped sitting there? I'm like, oh, is this fresh from today or is this fucking
From
shit you
last
bagged
night.
from
Yeah.
black? You bagged it from last night. And he's like,
No
oh no,
way.
he says we just got done popping it. I'm like, oh, all right,
Oh
well,
my god.
try
Popcorn's
it.
easy to make though, and it's really cheap.
It
to make,
is.
so they probably
It
just
is.
dump it or give it away at the end of
Yeah,
each
but when
day.
you get that, when you get one and it's that old shit, it sucks. It's
It's
like,
all
yeah,
rubbery.
You
and
can
shit
tell,
like
yeah.
that.
And I just tell them, I'm like, you're gonna need to get me a new bag, sir.
yeah, for real.
Like,
Yeah.
I am
Nobody,
not
But
about
no.
to eat some stale popcorn.
nobody wants this. You knew damn well nobody was gonna want this.
Yeah.
It's
Throw this
it's there.
out.
The only thing I probably won't be able to get at that 9 o'clock in the morning is I won't be able to get a 9 a.m. glizzy probably at the theater. But you know, that's
They don't make breakfast sausage ones.
I don't know. To be honest, I've never really bought any of that stuff there. I've only ever got popcorn and a water. It's about all I ever get.
No, I have 3 boys, so I always have to buy, the nachos.
Right.
One wants a
I
hot
don't.
dog. One wants this,
Yeah.
that, Oh, and they got hot
We eat-
Cheetos.
We eat before we go there, and like, yeah. No.
I bring snacks. I have my purse, obviously. So
That's illegal.
stuff.
You can't do that.
I don't give a shit. I bring all of it in. I bring my pen. Oh, I've brought in Taco Bell. I've brought in pizza.
Gotta
I've
get
brought in.
my coffee on the side.
You
or
think someone's
soda.
gonna tell me?
That is
Raging,
bad.
I don't drink soda. So it would be I would either drink water with my popcorn or I could get coffee. They got
They have
coffee there too.
Yeah, they usually have
But
coffee.
usually
They even have,
I've
like,
been
ice.
up for several hours. I've already had a couple cups of coffee before I'm there for that. So
Do you ever get coffeeed out? I mean, that's
No.
I don't
I
understand
mean,
what you're saying.
yesterday. So today I
What-
limited my
what did you say?
coffee because
coffeeed
of
out, like
yesterday.
where you just get
I don't
tired.
know. I don't understand.
But, like, you
I don't
know what?
understand.
I mean,
I'm not gonna get coffee right now. I'm gonna drink some water or something. You
language.
know?
Ew, why?
Okay, look, I got
There's water
water
in coffee.
and coffee. I alternate.
yeah.
I make my coffee using water, so
Well, so do I.
right.
But
So-
sometimes I do want water, and I keep them
oh,
both
I love water, but like
at
I
my
usually
desk
have
the
a
whole
coffee,
time.
coffee and then water.
The water is in a nice cold insulated container. My coffee on a mug on my cup warmer.
No, I
the
like
cold
that you do
side-
the warm coffee.
It's
I
like
just
the
can't.
McDeal. It's like a McDLT. The hot side stays hot, and the cold side stays cold.
No, I just like it cold. I have my iced espresso in the morning. Then when I get to work at 10 o'clock every morning, I get hand delivered a big ass ice. It's like this big ass iced coffee. And then usually I have something else on the way home.
I dated the fuck out of myself by referencing a fucking McDLT.
McDLT.
I know
McDLT.
what you.
It-
I know what
it
you're
was
talking
a
about.
set-
Though.
Back in the days of the styrofoam McDonald's containers, there was the
Oh,
McDLT, which was the first what you would today call a quarter pounder deluxe with the lettuce and tomato stuff. Back then, that was new innovation. What they did is it was a double container. You had the bottom bun with the burger on one side, and you had the other side had the top bun with lettuce and tomato and cheese on it. And the idea was that when you put it on the rack, only one side was under the heat lamp, so you didn't get wilted lettuce. So the hot side stayed hot, and the cold side stayed cold. Yeah, there we go. Look at that.
So why did they stop doing that?
They got rid of styrofoam packaging. They didn't know how to do that out of cardboard. And then years later, they would introduce the deluxe, the quarter pounder deluxe, and problem solved.
Then they genetically modified the lettuce where it doesn't work.
Yeah, I was gonna say they didn't do anything. They just they just stopped caring.
I was today years old when I found out that the movie theater sells coffee and a McDLT.
They've always sold coffee.
I have
What?
never
They
like
even sell booze.
They sell alcohol,
saw
Yeah.
coffee on the menu. I have never seen someone order it.
I
There's a
literally
Starbucks.
always get
I
coffee.
have never seen it.
And mine has a Starbucks inside
Yeah.
the lobby. There's a
heck no.
Starbucks,
Wow.
Dude, they be
along
making
with
some
the-
frappes. They
Yeah.
have cappuccinos.
and they have
like,
and then they have like a Dryer's ice cream. You get scoops of ice cream, and
I love coffee. So if there's ice cream, I'm gonna get coffee flavored ice cream. Like if there's
No,
I like that.
no,
cookies,
no.
I'm gonna get cookies.
that's my go-to when I go to
That's my go-to.
when I go to Cold Stone. It's the coffee ice cream
Yes.
with Kit Kat.
Graham
mixed in it.
cracker. No, I do
Oh, see,
graham cracker.
I do
crust.
Kit Kat.
You
Yeah,
guys are
graham
fucking
cracker.
insane.
They
So
really about
fucking
that
good.
coffee, bro. They
guys
really
Love
about
it.
that.
Yeah.
They're really
I have
about that
some-
life, huh?
I have a coffee butter toffee Ben and Jerry's right now in the freezer.
Ooh, that's
Oh, you know what? I have in the I have coffee nips.
Oh, those are
Whoa,
good.
whoa, what?
Love
What do you
those.
call her?
You can suck on them. No,
Yeah,
it's
it's hard.
fine.
They're hard
Yeah.
candies.
I drink
because
a lot
I'm an
of
old
coffee.
fucking person.
Oh,
But
okay.
but they're
Like-
coffee flavored.
So like the
It's
Werther's
like-
originals.
Yeah,
Got
it's like
Well, I also have
his
some of those.
version of
There's some
butterscotch.
I have some coffee flavored butterscotch ones from Werther's Originals too.
Those are
Those ones
good.
are good
I like
too, though.
Werther's.
Yeah, those ones are good.
Yeah.
I don't know about the
ones
coffee
are the
flavored one.
best. No, the coffee's the best. The best.
Really getting to know you guys. Yes, that's right.
Have you ever had a coffee enema? Asking for a friend.
What?
Jesus
They,
Christ,
Where
man.
do
they
you
talk
come
about
up with
that.
these things?
They talk about that on GTA 5.
You
If you
don't
listen
need
to the
an
radio
enema
on
if you're
GTA
drinking
5,
coffee.
they'll talk about that shit. Yep.
Actually,
It was
yeah,
on-
I actually do remember that. I recall that.
It was on My Strange
The
Addiction
radios
on
are the funniest
TLC.
on GTA. For enema, no, like coffee. If you're drinking coffee, you don't need it. That's the whole point, right? Because you'll need to take a shit. You're drinking coffee, you're taking a shit on a regular
mean,
basis.
Supposedly it's like the purest form of coffee. So I don't. You guys being coffee maniacs need to experience
The purest form
this.
of coffee would just be eating the beans.
I'm very demure about my coffee. Thank you.
Well,
So
And I've had chocolate flavored.
you see how the cat came down all gracefully
know,
when I
out
said
of
that?
nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it agrees. But
All
I'm
right, what
very
you got next,
demure.
Robert?
That's
We're
it,
coming
man.
we're coming up on almost 3 hours now.
I
so
know. Yeah.
Yeah. what
James
was
put
it?
in
Oh,
a full
Happy
show.
Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
I know.
to
I
all
was
the
thank
gonna
you.
get there. Yeah.
Thank
Happy
you.
Father's
Yeah.
Day.
Day.
I
Shout
did
out
you
to
guys
all
2
the
days
fathers.
to
I
My
was
kids
pretty-
won't be here for Father's Day, but thank you.
How nice.
Yeah, that's your gift. That's your gift.
Yeah.
You don't have
My-
to shovel down the breakfast they make you when they don't know how to cook.
I felt good. My youngest finished their exams and decided to leave early and come down so that way they would be here in times for Father's Day to spend
Aw.
with me
Nice.
and spend a day or two with me before I took off to Charlotte.
Yeah.
And said,
yeah.
bye. Time's up. Yeah. Think about-
Exactly.
yeah.
yeah.
Right.
No, yeah.
No, the only
shout
thing
out
I
to
had was. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, shout out to all the fathers. You're doing great, and
Hell yeah.
make sure that you follow me on Instagram.
All 30
'cause
seconds.
for the let's just call it 4th year in a row. I will be posting the goated meme of all time on Father's Day. I can't wait. I look forward to it every year. I already have it ready and saved, and but yeah, no, that's about it, man. Enjoy.
And it's
enjoy your day.
National Mental Health Awareness Month. So check on your daddies.
Among other
Oh,
things.
JD,
daddies,
way to exclude
brothers.
Sabrina, bro. What the hell, man?
Also Pride Month. Sorry
Pride
for
Month,
your
yeah.
Oh
for the
yeah, yeah.
allies out there.
Yeah, Pride Month too.
June
But
10th.
I feel like
All this stuff.
that's advocated a lot, but they don't advocate a lot for the other side. So Father's
Yeah,
Day
well,
and mental.
as a father,
I
someone
mean-
who's on the-
Father's Day is definitely at the bottom of the list
Well,
now.
but-
Guaranteed, more people are aware of Donut Day than Father's Day. So
Exactly. So, and you
Yeah.
guys can see the hashtags in celebration of all these fine men. Because on Father's Day we're doing Dads of Steel. So James, don't tell me you don't have a Superman book. And
Okay.
then on Monday it's Call Me Your Daddy. So post
Is
your
there- Oh,
trap.
nice. You guys have a Air Pirates this week or next week?
next week. Hopefully, because I will be at a con, but you know me, I'll hop on. I don't sleep.
cool.
Nice.
All right,
James,
let's
where
go
can
ahead
people find
and-
you?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say Sabrina. So
Well, I just did. Well, sorry.
oh, there you go.
He's like,
Sabrina,
"You should be
where
on
can
Air
people find
Pirates,
you?"
You're good.
No, but she
TikTok,
usually
YouTube.
plugs her TikTok. That's why.
Yeah, I'm on TikTok. I love that. I love TikTok still. You know, I broke over 400. Actually, on my IG, I will say, because this is stuff I usually don't really care so much about. But when I went from being private to not private, when I joined She Who Cannot Be Said or whatever club once upon a time, now the Black Sheep, I went public. So now I hit the over 1K on Insta. So awesome for all
It's
the
about
people who
fucking
love-
time. Holy shit. What's up,
Yeah.
Entropy? Good to see you,
Yeah,
man.
so that was fun. That was really cool for me, at
Mhm.
least, because I don't know, that's a big deal for me. And then
Well, you
TikTok,
know,
I hit
I'll be
400
honest with you. Girls hit those numbers like third day. You know, it's kind
Yeah.
of sad it took you a couple of years, but
Hey, you
you
know
know.
what? However long it took me, I got there. That's all that matters.
well, it makes sense on why you plug your TikTok more than your Instagram. I get it.
No, so I used to never. That was because of you, Robert. Thank you. You joke, but actually because of you. A lot of people aren't on TikTok, so I don't feel so bad plugging it because lots of people are going to most likely go and follow me, right?
Yeah.
Because nobody's on TikTok. So the people who are on my TikTok actually enjoy what I post, which I love. But I hit over 400 on there too, so that was cool.
I know a thing or two about social media. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, me, I'm just here to have a good time, and it's really dope that over 1,000 people decided they wanted to join me on that good time. So
Cool.
I'm excited for it, even if it's supposed to be easier because I'm a chick. But I also honestly sometimes post not so great stuff, so I get shadow banned on TikTok a lot. I don't really know if that's how Instagram works or not, so I'm trying to be less inappropriate, but we'll see. Probably won't last.
That's probably that finger that's getting you in trouble all the time.
People are okay. People love that part. Well, maybe. I don't know. I appealed a few. Oh, they do, James. I appealed a few videos the other day because I got flagged for fucking. Well, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just say it. But I got flagged for. So it said something, and then nudity, and I was like, "Excuse me."
You're putting up nude pictures now?
So
No.
your top was cut too low.
Maybe. So I appealed
or was it a comic?
And they. Not a comic. No. These one on TikTok is like a hitter. It's 50-50 comics. But it was like a get ready with me or something. So sometimes there is some though, but nothing is fully showing though. You know what I mean? So I appealed it and I got approved or whatever. And they were like, yeah, nothing's wrong here. You're good to go. But it was weird because I got flagged in 3 separate ones. And I've never seen that before.
Maybe that's why they always abbreviate get ready with me. Maybe that's like a trigger. Okay.
Yeah, so I abbreviate it too, but I don't know. It's something, either someone reported it, like Stack said, somebody who was just like, oh my God, I saw,
oh my
a
God,
nip
Becky,
or something. I don't
look
know.
at her butt.
Yeah, I saw her ass cheek or something. I don't know, and then they're like, report,
I saw side boob.
So, but I appealed it and I fucking won. So now my videos are back up.
No censorship. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, James.
At the Comic Raider on Instagram and YouTube, and yeah, that's about it. I don't know what I have. Well, you'll see a Black Sheep Comic Club challenge post from me in the next couple of days. I'll figure out something. What was today's?
It's not hard.
Fat Ass Friday.
Yeah, I don't got nothing for that. All right, so I will post a different day.
Yeah, hey, you know why though, Sabrina? Because it doesn't have any covers with women on it.
I know. What?
That's
Why? I still don't understand this, but whatever.
Nobody does. James can't even explain it.
What we learned is you could take a picture of your ass with a comic book resting.
Oh, okay. So, dude,
maybe you can do that
done it yet.
Kardashian thing with this. You can get your sway going on and have it.
So there was a hashtag I wanted to do a while back, which was like prop that ass up or prop that book up or something like that using your ass, right? So you could do that. You could be the first.
Nice,
James. You're just gonna,
that's also
pop them hips. You telling me your ass can't hold up a book?
I bet it could. I'm not gonna put that out there for the world to know that. That's for damn sure.
People already know it.
If the people at Geek Squad find that picture, he's done. He's toast.
That's gone. That will be hanging in the break room. And
tomorrow is whiskey panels. So if you don't have something with whiskey in it, just drink a bottle of whiskey and post a book.
Okay.
Drink a whole bottle. Wow.
Yeah.
A whole bottle.
I work tomorrow. And I have a game. Let me get fucked up at T-ball because I need to post.
Dude, that sounds so fun.
You are the coach. I mean, you have an image to fucking uphold.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, the coach has got a weird cologne. Smells like Grandpa.
Yeah.
Just give each kid a little shot. They'll be quiet the whole game.
The coach is cup checking himself. What is going on?
Whatever. So then wait till Sunday and do a freaking Superman post.
Okay, that sounds good.
God, whatever.
But yeah, that'll pretty much be that, and then maybe some YouTube content. I don't know. I'm not gonna promise anything. And then, but yeah, man. Again, just Father's Day. I it's a shame that we have been put down and just like cast it aside
we're kind of used to it though, right?
As often as we are, but we are used to it, and we will persevere and we'll fight this fight.
Y'all are not cast. You all better stop. Antonio is like the most spoiled in this. Are you kidding me?
Well,
men are celebrated. Men are celebrated.
We're not talking about us specifically.
Oh,
But
in general.
in
No,
general,
and I agree. That's why I
Father's
wanted
Day
to make it
100%
known.
is
Yeah.
definitely not really a big deal.
No, and I'll agree. And same with men's health. I don't think people realize that too, because a lot of people don't really realize how many men are affected by it. It's not just
Yeah.
a woman's thing.
For sure.
But
Yeah.
I've been advocating for it. And on, if y'all saw Air Pirates, which y'all clearly didn't watch, we were talking about
Is-
it then too.
It's not only women that could get emotional. Guys can as well.
Dude, men are so fucking emotional. Sometimes I'm like, who's the
I
chick?
mean, you know, let's
Who's the chick?
let's
But
not get
reach
that
out.
that crazy.
I mean, but
I
it's
mean,
real. It's real life.
Yeah.
Robert.
Reach out, check on your people, and you know, if you need someone to talk to,
Don't call
Robert's there for you.
Yeah, I was saying, reach out to Robert. Wait,
Dude, don't be using my own shit on me, bro. That's fucked up.
I had to be.
He meant Robert Stack. Rob Stack.
Oh man.
Yeah,
No,
totally.
I am
Yeah,
available.
you're talking about Robert's fat stacks, right?
Yeah.
Which women too, though. Don't get me wrong. Men too, but women too. Women or men, anyone
Yes.
suffering, reach out to.
Suffering, reach out. In particular for this month, men though. But reach out. And,
reach out to James.
But no,
You
yeah,
can
for
GM
sure.
him.
But yeah, check on your people, and it is. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just have a
Don't
good
forget
Father's
to
Day.
stay
Man. Have a
new to
good
your
Father's
kid.
Day. Enjoy it. You deserve it.
Yeah.
You know, keep doing your thing out there, and you know, us fathers stand behind you and appreciate you. So that's all. And stay tuned for my story that will be posted on Father's Day. I can't wait.
The end.
The end.
Suck it up, buttercups. All
Hit
right.
up all your
Rob's got a
daddies.
banger of a show tomorrow. Can't wait
That's
for
right.
that.
I can be found over on the at Rob's.fatstacks over on YouTube and on Instagram. Of course, we're ramping up for Comics During Cancer and Heroes Con next week. But first, before we can do that, we have to finish up the week, and that's tomorrow. I'll be hosting Only Slabs as I do each and every Saturday. Well, almost every Saturday. At 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, we'll be joined by Bo as he is our guest this week. And then don't worry if I'm going on hiatus. The hopper is loaded. Content will continue to flow on the regular schedule while I'm away. So there we go. Bo, I'm happy. I'm
Look who
excited.
knew that you were talking about him.
Exactly. The spider sense was tingling.
I know, right?
Immediately following only.
Is it like 4 a.m. where he lives right now? Like, what the fuck?
No,
Hey,
it's
well,
it's
have a great
midnight.
Father's Day too.
It's just after midnight.
Oh, okay, cool.
No, and your show is fun. I've been watching it. Like I said in the beginning, I wasn't really watching it. I mean, I'm just being real. But like
Thank
then
you.
I started watching it. I really enjoy it. Well, because originally it was like Slabs, you know, me and Slabs. But I started watching it, and it's actually really cool. It's really, really interesting.
Oh, maybe one day you'll be able to get on that show, Sabrina.
Let's not get carried away. You know
It's
what I
not
mean?
always about being on the show.
Exactly.
It's just, but it's getting to know people, getting to see what people collect, getting to learn stuff about different books, because there's a lot of comic book knowledge.
When I like
that
the
gets
stories
dropped
and stuff they
throughout the
tell.
stuff.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's fun. It's cool to see, and I like being, you know, a little audience girly. And James and Rick, y'all can suck that one.
There you go. Yeah. Immediately following Only Slabs, I'll be heading over to Triple G's channel where we'll be participating in an OA show, showing off some of our original art, talking about our con experiences, picking up original art, and showing off some of the stuff that we've picked up over our time. So, thank you very much, guys.
Rob, do you think tomorrow Bo will show some Chrissy Zulu OA?
Es posible. But I have no idea. I never ask the guests to tell me what they're going to show. I mean,
he brings her up a lot, especially in this chat. It's hilarious. Good. I love it. Yeah.
Good. She's fun.
She's good. Yeah. All right, cool, man. Let's see here.
See you guys at Heroes.
Not me.
Fun,
that's your problem for not getting there.
Maybe next year, me and JD holding hands together.
Have you guys ever gone to HeroCon? No.
It'll change your opinion of what a fucking con is.
Oh.
It's so different than like these winter cons or anything else. I mean,
I don't know if Heroes Con is ready for me though. You know.
I don't. The problem is I don't know. Like with Instagram, the way and these things with these algorithms, I really don't know. Like you get a distorted perception, but like on my freaking feed, there's a billion artists. Like every fifth or sixth thing is like another artist saying, me, here's my table at Heroes Con. Come see me at Heroes Con. Commission lists open at Heroes Con. Come to and it's just like ridiculous. But there is nearly 400 creators there coming to Heroes Con. So that's a
Yeah,
lot.
I'm glad that's not on my feed. That's a lot of feed.
It's crazy.
A lot of feed. Yeah.
So cool.
That kind of shit gets you bricked up, huh? Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, you can, I mean, the
Like
level,
a lot of people.
it's so many, like you can get so much stuff, cool stuff signed, and there's so many opportunities to meet and talk to the artists. And after the con, we go back, we're at the hotel, the same hotel that most of them are staying at. You go down to the bar and it's just like it's just you're hanging out with all these guys are all around you and stuff. You're having breakfast with them in the morning at the hotel restaurant.
Yeah.
It's fucking
You
cool.
get to meet all these wonderful YouTube people.
Oh yeah,
they
there's
make
a
more friends on the East Coast.
ton of YouTubers. Yeah. Well, and that was a lot of my impetus or reason. Like I know so many of these guys from these shows and this type of stuff, but I always had to travel out there to go meet them. So that's why I was so excited originally to get in with all you guys and stuff. Was getting to hang out with some of you guys at some of these West Coast shows.
Hell yeah, man.
West
Cool,
Coast,
all
a
right.
whole other beast.
All right, let's wind this shit.
It's all seems to be all Southwest.
Yeah.
Where can we find you, Robert?
Well, you can find me on my Instagram at Comics on the Edge. Everything, YouTube, every week here on the Low Grades, sometimes on the Air Pirates, eventually one day on Only Slabs, for sure.
booking now for late August and beyond.
All right, yeah. But yes, I mean, I just want to say thank you to all who's shown up to the chat. It was a great time. You guys on the panel, even if you came in late, I'm okay with that. I'll let that slide.
You're welcome.
But I think it was a great show. And what
The
about
favorite part was your rant, comics on the rant.
well, I mean, I'm sure James will rewatch that part.
I will.
Yeah. He'll give you some feedback, some critical.
How was it for you being back, Sabrina, after this long hiatus?
It was good. I missed you guys,
Yeah.
Is Tonio still at work waiting for you, or
No.
no?
No, he's been here. He's been here. He's the one who brought me this big fat ass.
Remember? He sneezed. We heard
Yeah,
him.
that's right.
He brought his scooter.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he has a e-scooter. So we're e-bike bikers.
People. Yeah.
Yeah.
Transporters. Yeah.
It's
Yo,
really
Joe,
fun.
get off my nuts, bro. Come on.
3 hours and ending for the record. Watch the
Yeah.
film.
How are you gonna come in at the end though? 3 hours and
I
still
know,
going? Where you
right?
been, Joe?
Coming at the
Where
end.
you been? Rude.
It's like 1:00 over there right now, anyways. But yeah, catch us next week. Until then, shit, my fucking screensaver went off. Low grades for life.